Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to episode 13 of the A-Listers, ladies and gentlemen. Why is the A-Listers being hosted on Thursday? Fantastic question. We don't usually do A-Listers on Thursdays. We do it once a week, and that's the plan going forward. But today we had to host an emergency A-Listers. Today was an emergency get-together because, as you guys can see on the video title, Newcastle gave Man United 3 in their own backyard. And West Ham gave Arsenal 3, but not in their own backyard. It was actually at the London Stadium, or whatever it's called now. I think it is called the London Stadium. Yeah, it's called the London Stadium, yeah. West Ham gave Arsenal 3 as well. Liverpool and Chelsea won, ladies and gentlemen. So there's a guy who ain't been on the top row in forever that's going to be joining me on the top row. Before we get started, it goes without going. I know a lot of you guys watch this on the replay as well. There's already 150 people in here. We ain't even started the show yet. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. There's 150 people in here, minimum 100 likes. Please run the likes up. And let me just bring up this guy. See this Just Taban guy? Oh, Sam on time challenge, impossible. First of all, as my brother Lewis said, get with a memo. We always late anyway. Second of all, why you always blame me? I know it's an English saying, the devil that cried wolf, because I'm late to my own shows as well. So, maybe there's a pattern there. But it's not actually me who's late. Here, there's this guy driving. Listen to what this fraud saying, eh? He's driving by, and he's near Crystal Palace Stadium. Look at this.
Sam, you see, that's where you lost the league title. Don't forget, Palace. That's where Suarez cried. Sam.
Instead of him being here on time, he's just reminding me that's where we lost the league. Okay, Hamza. Okay. Anyway, guys, let me introduce today's panelists. Before I do so, big up Michael says, I speak for 19 teams. 10 Hag in. # Darwin Sexual. You had us in the first half, Mike. Big up to you, though, for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Again, I'm going to explain why in a second. But anyway, I see all the Chelsea fans in the chat really excited, because their representative is finally back on the top row. It's been a while. He's done his time in the bottom row. I'm actually going to go and check the statistics on this one, but he's probably spent the longest on the bottom row out of all of us on the panel. So today he joins us back on the top row. One of the realest ones, absolutely one of the realest content creators you could work with. And that's the biggest compliment you could pay a guy, when it comes to, I don't want to say work colleague, because that's so cringe. I don't like, this not work colleague. It's not like we're in an office. Imagine being in an office with Hamza 24/7. Fucking hell, I would quit the next day. Anyway, joining us on the channel, of course, is man like Lewis. How you doing, Lewis, man? Welcome to the top row.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. I didn't think I'd be here for another month or so. But hey, I see not a lot's changed over here. We're back on the top row. We feel good. Big up the T gang in the comments section. And the Carabao Cup looks a lot more easier now as certain managers thrown the competition away. But we will get into that later on. Big up to the Chelsea boys. We're back up. Don't know how long for, but enjoy it while we're here, innit? And yeah, big up, brother.
Guys, we can confirm, Lewis is safe. Guys, Lewis is safe. He's smiling now. He's not hostage. I promise.
It's been so long.
Yeah, he's not hostage. I promise you guys. Speaking of someone who's being relegated to the bottom row, here to shamelessly represent Arsenal as per usual. West Ham gave him the business last night, so he's here to try explain to the world what the hell happened. That's another trophy gone for Mikel Arteta. If he even dares to say the words bigger fish to fry, then I personally will land the minerals on Arsenal Football Club like I ain't done all season long. I doubt he's going to do that, but I'm just warning him, So joining us on the channel, of course, shameless represent, man like Egal. How you doing, Egal, man?
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Well,
you were going to say it.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I honestly wasn't going to say that. If you guys watched my video, I was actually fuming. I'm one of the people who think Arteta's lineup, he made too many changes. But hey, these people, apparently Arsenal right now is like, I just feel like you can't question the manager. People get very, very, very upset Like I know you guys have been through that. You've been through that with your own clubs. It's going so well for us. The moment that we have a little hiccup, it's almost like you're not allowed to call it out. It is what it is.
Fairs. We're gonna get to that in a second. And here to represent Man United, first of all, guys, you know, I know you see us argue. You see us argue on Troops TV. You've seen us argue on Matisse as well. Big up Battle of the North. If you know, you know. Guys, we don't hate each other. Please understand that we just argumentative people. We always arguing. It's normal, you know. People argue on stream and shit. Imagine if me, Lewis, and Egal, you know, just agree 24/7. We don't agree. 3/4 of the time, we don't agree anyway. So, you know, I still remember me and Lewis arguing about Caicedo in the summer. You know, me and Egal have had countless arguments. So as Hamza when he comes here. So, guys, we argue off stream, you know, off stream. As he said, we're brethren. I hope I said that correct. Big up all the London mandem. You get me, blood. So, joining us on the channel, of course, representing Man United. No bulletproof vest on because it's been broken by all the bullets. It's just, I don't think he can use it anymore. Of course, my brother, man like Flawless. How you doing?
Hey, great intro, first and foremost. Much appreciated for the intro, Hassam. Big up Lewis every time. Big up to Egal every time. Large up the chat. Yeah, you did say it right in terms of brethrens. And yes, you know what I'm saying, just to clarify further, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but just to clarify to Hassam's people, me and Hassam have no issues. We have no beef whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Just to clarify, just because you see us arguing on stream, it may get heated. We're just talking sports. That's legit all it is. You know, like that's legit. If you see Shaq and Charles Barkley, whether it's Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith, the list goes on. That's all it is, people. So yeah, like, but big up for having me. Much appreciated. Obviously, debut on this show, and yeah, looking forward to it. Kind of.
I just realized that's just your energy towards Liverpool in general, because you had to do the same thing for Ryan.
Yeah. It's Liverpool still because they're number one up. That's what it is, and forever will be.
The thing is with Ryan, I noticed. Thing is with Ryan, sometimes he's too nice with his replies, you know. Like sometimes he doesn't go in like I do. Like I just go in the further step. Like I go above and beyond, basically.
Yeah,
like
you always gotta take it to the extreme because the thing is with Ryan, that's little bro. Like we have a big brother, little brother relationship. That's where that stems from. That's why even with him, like I won't like go for like with you, like yeah, I'm gonna go further. I don't really mention club to him like that. But you deserve everything.
Big up Ryan.
Big up Ryan every time.
Big up to Neil says, never forget Cook United. Remember what they said about the LFC for all these years. Neil, you know, this my whole life, brother. My whole life. I was the only Liverpool fan of the entire school, bro. You know, people think all this football wars, cooking people is new. This ain't new. This is just my life, bro. That's why it just comes naturally. Big up to you, Neil. Does Egal really rate that bomb in Ketia? We're going to get into it, Elias. Stick around. I promise you're going to get your answer when we get to the Arsenal section. And then he says, Old Trafford is falling down. Ten Hag is a fucking clown. Players are staying 10 more years. We're
Chelsea boys were on the beers.
Big up to you guys, man.
I can't lie, that chant's hilarious, yo. That chant, I've not heard that.
Well, Newcastle fans chanting it yesterday.
Yo,
probably.
Chat built different, man. Built different.
I need that to be a regular chant.
Hey, shut, man. Yes. How about that?
Like
you gotta give Man City credit. They invented it, right?
Was it them? It wasn't them.
No,
it definitely wasn't them. I don't think City invented it.
No, City were chanting it last season at the away when we went away to them.
They probably bought that chant from somewhere. Anyway, listen, 320 people in here. 320 people in here, guys. This you watching us? See this X right here? Click it. Hit this like button. I like my own videos. Yes, I do. Hold that. So make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to Football. Big up Neil. Big up Elias. Big up Mike. And I know Elias was asking about Arsenal, but wallah, I'm so sorry. There's only one place to start, you guys. Like, there's embarrassing and then there's humiliating. So sorry, wallah, this one humiliating. So I have to start with it. Newcastle came to Old Trafford. You get me? Gave Man United the business. 3-0. Almiron. Lewis Hall, funny enough, was on loan from Chelsea. And
Chelsea.
Who even scored the third goal? Who was it?
Willock.
Willock. Very done the hard and celebrate.
Gunnar!
We all got our licks in. Let's go.
Facts.
Was there
you have a former Liverpool player?
Yeah, Almiron grew up a Liverpool fan. I'm just gonna claim that for the sake of this.
No, isn't John Joe Shelby still at Liverpool?
100%. Does John Joe
That's it.
Shelby even play
No,
for
he's
Newcastle?
at Forest. He was at Forest
he?
last
Oh
season.
shit! Yeah,
He was at
John Joe
Forest.
Shelby. Let me
I'm
check.
tripping. Forest made like 100 signings. Who's keeping?
No,
Yeah,
he don't play
yes,
for
true.
Forest.
No, I swear he
played
was at
for,
Forest though.
Çaykur Rizespor.
But was he at
30.
Forest last season?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah. Wait, they bought him 2023 and just went on loan directly? What the hell? On 31st January 2023, Shelby joined Forest on a 2.5-year contract. And they just loaned him out in the summer. That's so random. Anyway, so big up John Joe Shelby. Lewis, we're gonna start with you since you're on top row. Welcome. Man United, Newcastle. Just explain to the people what the hell is going on.
I'm just fuming about it personally because we could have had United at home. Would have been a lot easier. Now we gotta try and actually step up for the fucking Newcastle game, which is jarring. Plus, we gotta wait a bit longer to boo Mason Mount, but the time will come. United just been washed. These men are in their fucking Chelsea 22-23 arc. You got influencers beefing with influencers, players beef with the manager. You guys might sack your manager who won a trophy last season and bring in Graham Potter. It's literally the same script.
Shit, we Chelsea in red. Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Hang tight, man, because it's only going to get worse from here, I promise.
Oh my god.
You're about to have the boys gave everything. That's life. All of that crap. All of
He's
that
not
crap.
gonna be
You
live
might
streaming
play
every
better.
day. They're gonna be live. Go on, sorry, carry on. Sorry.
No. It's just I needed a bit better from you. I can't say too much because I was at the Chelsea game through both of the Carabao Cup fixtures. But big up to my guy Lewis Hall, proper Chelsea and all that. Will get the 35 million for you next summer. Keep the performances up and keep Eric Ten Hag in for another month. I need a win at Old Trafford. It has been so fucking long since we've had a win there. And I keep saying that. And every time we play United, it's a worse United side, and we still find a way to lose. I low-key have a little bit of hope for this one, just because there's not really any other games where I think we are going to get results. Keep Ten Hag in for one more month. Let us give him the little farewell. He can take Mason Mount with him. And then it's Potter time. Here for it.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question because I know you saw that video. Yesterday they uploaded a video, Man United fans. Mason Mount was the only guy that clapped the fans. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah. That's the same video I saw from him last season. That guy is an absolute genius when it comes to manipulating football fans. Just got to do a little clap around the
Wait,
pitch.
did somebody post it out or did he post it out himself?
Someone
No,
posted it
someone
out saying
posted it.
Mason Mount is
Okay.
the only one to clap all of the fans.
Okay.
And he just got cooked by Chelsea Twitter. We've seen this script before because we have. Mason Mount will come in, do nothing. The only thing I did see from Mount was how he got absolutely bodied for that first goal, I think. There was a little breakaway and they just ran through him like one little hologram and all of that. But at least he's getting the fans up. I guess that was worth the 65 million. But I can't say too much of Flawless because I already know Flawless was against it since day one. I'm just glad he's there. I'm happy he's at United. That's it.
Unfortunate that Flawless is here because he's one of the real ones. There's a lot of people out there.
Can't cook him too much.
Yeah.
Staffy on
One
bottom
thing-
row after all the shit.
I don't feel the same way, but you know this is what I'm here.
But let
for.
me just
Go
say
on.
this.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, we know
Sorry,
that's why you're here. Yeah.
You know me, I always come with the evidence. This right here, a team full of NPCs, some guys who haven't played for over a year. Who is this guy?
I can't lie to you guys. That's actually the most embarrassing part because I
What is
thought
a
it was
craft?
Newcastle
Ain't that a
starter.
type of beer?
Like,
Bro,
have you
look at
guys
it.
seen any of these guys play ball in a long time?
Look at
Dummett,
that
ain't he a
centre-
right back? I swear Dummett's a fullback.
Bro,
Guys,
Richie,
look at that centre back
Richie
partnership.
was right
Look at-
wing.
Look at the
There's like
centre back.
there's like six fullbacks in the side, Lewis.
Dumbest
There's no
and
fullbacks in the
crap.
side. Yeah, I think they're both fullbacks. And then
And
you got
look at the
Liverpool,
Man
you got
United
Target
team.
and Hall.
Man United team. You have Onana, big summer signing. Della, apparently one of the best right backs. Regulon, who they brought in to cover as left back. They have Lindelof Maguire. I'll give them a break there. Youngster there. But Casemiro, best DM in the world. Garnacho, best up-and-coming player. Mason Mount, summer signing. Anthony, 80, however many
Hey,
million.
Egal, don't
Fuck.
give any of these players a break. Don't give
Man,
don't,
Joe
give them
Linton,
don't give none of these man any leeway whatsoever. Give none of these man leeway.
You know,
Not
Egal,
one.
it's your turn anyway to speak. But
Bro, Livramento man of the match. Chelsea shone today.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's actually, It's
That
actually
Newcastle team
embarrassing.
is actually atrocious.
It's
bro.
embarrassing
Paul
that
Dummett.
these guys have gotten to this level. I felt like that would have been a team that they would have played in the Premier League. If all these injuries are happening, you could see that team in the Premier League at a certain point. Obviously, maybe a couple more, a Bruno and a Rashford on top of that. But this is just getting to a point where it's untenable. The manager, the whole situation of the club, continuously fighting players. This is a team that I was told going on certain channels that they're 4 signings away from competing for a league. That this manager has now won a trophy. He's gotten them in a situation where they're going to kick on. They go and sign a goalkeeper, which they needed, 2 midfielders, which they wanted, and a striker, and they regress. At this point, you got to tear it all down, start again. And you know what? You can't even say Ten Hag hasn't got his people. He's gotten too much power. He's gotten in a lot of people that is his players.
No, he's saying that he doesn't have the players to play the Ajax style of play.
You signed them,
Forget
Bozo.
about that. Did you watch his press conference?
No.
Varane, why didn't he play versus Man City? Tactics.
Done.
I'm sorry.
Same point me with Poch.
Like,
I can't lie,
at this
Ten
point,
Hag is cringe as fuck as well.
I have to make the comparison to Unai Emery. At this point, the communication is not getting to the fans. It's not getting to the players. And he's going to start losing even the media because he's not making sense.
Apparently, he's already losing the players about Maguire and Sancho's treatment, which I'd say Maguire's crap and everything. But at least Maguire was put on the bench because he was playing like crap. And it had been for a long period of time. What is Rashford still doing playing every week for you, man?
That's a great question.
Because he's going to get us over the top. That's why, according to Ten Hag, I'm going to play him.
My final point.
Speaking of over the top, guys,
my final point
is here. So let me just add them to the stream. Go. Okay. About like over the top. Let me just Hamza, shall I keep you bottom row because you're late, or do I bring Egal here?
He hasn't played.
Listen, I have to go top pro, man.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. You have to.
We're in the big leagues. We back up.
He hasn't even won. He got knocked out by Newcastle.
Yeah, but you lost yesterday. It's more fresh.
Yeah, you lost, brother. You gotta take it.
Listen, I'll take it. But look, I'm just gonna say this to the United fans who said that they were going to be in a title race at the beginning of the season. To the United fans who said that their team was ready to go. To the United fans who said that they had four or maybe even 4 or 5 world-class players in their team last year. They're the ones that are going to hold the L the most. Flawless. Unfortunately, you're here and you're the guy who's going to have to hold it from the chat. But people know who they are.
Yo, cook these, man. All the fans who said that and the players. I've had it up to here. I'm tired. Carry on. Don't spare any of these players. Don't spare none of these, man. On my life. Do not spare any single, whether they played yesterday or if they played this season. I include the manager in that as well. Don't spare none of these people. Don't spare not one of them deserve any form of defense. Nobody.
I think those fans, like, they go out, like, because I saw the whole stuff with Goldbridge and Said as well. And the only thing I'm going to say with that is I get why United fans are outraged. I don't think that those feelings should ever disappear, because if they ever disappear, that's when the standards actually start getting lowered as a football club. You guys had a progressive season where you won a trophy and you got into the Champions League. And instead of building on that, you've spent a load of money on players and your club's gone backwards. Your manager's gone backwards. The tactics gone backwards. The club in general has gone backwards. The fact that people are saying that you should accept it because you guys have been in the trenches for 10 years, that's a good way to stay in the trenches for another 10 years, because that's exactly the sort of fan that the Glazers want. The Glazers want fans that are happy with where they are, or who don't care, or shrug their shoulders. We lost 3-0 to Newcastle. It's fine. Yeah. It's not that deep. Nah, you got to be outraged. Like, I agree, you got to hold it as well. Comes with the football rivalry and all of that. But you can never accept failure.
There's just
you know what the crazy thing is, Lewis? There's propaganda, and even in football journalism, there's a lot of propaganda. You're seeing some of these quotes coming out where they're saying stuff like, "Oh, the players are backing Ten Hag. Certain people are backing Ten Hag. Everyone's this," and then you're also seeing other quotes coming out. I don't know what's true anymore. We can't tell what's true anymore because there's different sides of the coin have agendas. There's people who are going to back them a manager, and there's going to be publications that are going to release positive stories. And then there's people who might be putting out the actual truth, but you don't know what's true and what's not true anymore. And I feel sorry for some of these fans because I've went through it. We've all been through it. When your club is in a situation where it seems like it's a crisis, the media just pump out all this crazy stuff, and then the club puts out other positive things, and you just get into a situation where you don't know what the truth is anymore.
And just quick, and before obviously I know you might know to carry on as well, but just in regards to what you said, Lewis, about people going at Saeed, people going about at rants about things. Look at the performances. How can you be mad at another fan for being mad at what he's seeing? That's just backwards. Forget whether you're a content creator or not, whether you're just a fan who goes every game or you're just a fan who watches at home. How can you defend what is going on the pitch? And this happens far too often. I'm sure it happens in all
Especially
your fan bases.
there and you put your
If
money
you're there, yo, it's cold, it's raining. No wonder Saeed's pissed. I would have been too. You know what I'm saying? You know, people don't realize how cold it is in Manchester, and it's raining, and you see that crap week in, week out.
Engineer Canal too.
Yeah, it wasn't just that game. Just to clarify, people, that Saeed's head is gone. It's not just that. Is the same Manchester United performance we've seen all season long. Anyone going at Saeed or going at a rants is just hating the fact that they've got a voice and it's just clout chasing. Let's just call it what it is. That's exactly what it is. Because if them man had one subscriber each, nobody ain't mentioning him. So shout out to Saeed, shout out to rants each and every time. I just wanted to say that on that part in particular. Foolishness, man. Look at the game. Look at the results, man.
Bro, like, I don't get it, especially when you look at what you man have been doing last season. Like, that's ridiculous. I low-key thought you guys were on a trajectory where you could potentially get somewhere, but you have to do the right things, innit? And you guys haven't. You guys have missed a beat. Now you're going right back to stage one and you're going to have to get a new manager. I would be livid. Hell, that's exactly how I felt after the first game of the few games this season with Pochettino. So I don't get it. Unless you just you accept the standards are dropped and they're never going to go up again. But that's just, it's a poor mentality to have as a fan, in my opinion.
But that's fine. Accepting it, cool. I've accepted where we're at. But I will never attack or mention another fan and say they're wrong for being mad about what's going on. Because I'm livid. Everyone just chooses to showcase it in different ways. But I will never, ever, like, look at what is going on. Blame the people who can control it. How about that? Look at the manager. Look at the players. That's where your anger should go to. Not another fan, whether you like them or whether you don't. They're not affecting it. People give content creators way too much power. I ain't out there playing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let Liverpool go past me.
Hey,
so why am I
They thought I could influence Liverpool transfer window. They're mad. I can't. Hey, I had the same beef a summer ago after the quadruple season. You remember?
Yeah, because you were venting about them getting no mids.
Yes.
That's happened to me. People blame me for results.
And then they all said the same shit I said.
You know what? I also blame Ten Hag. Ten Hag came into this place and he was acting like Thanos, saying eras come to an end, moving mad. From day one, he just didn't have the charisma of a top manager. And I don't think the Cristiano Ronaldo situation, the Sancho situation, now it seems like he has a brand situation. He's just continuously falling out with players. I don't know if he can handle working at a big club, bro. I know Ajax is a big club, but at Ajax, he has people already doing all the other things. He can just focus on coaching. I don't think he's a top coach. I don't doubt that he's a top coach. I just doubt that he's a top manager. I don't think he can do everything. He needs people behind him that can help him, like he did at his last job. I think at a Bayern Munich or at a club where they do stuff like Dortmund, where he just has to coach, he might do better.
I will say that we seen him. We're just legit watching him crumble under the pressure, because everything that he's doing wrong this season, he handled well last season. Like I have no issue with how he handled the Ronaldo situation last season. I have no issue with how he handled the initial Sancho situation. I have no issue with how he handled the Maguire situation, and the results show that it wasn't detrimental to the team. It showed that with the resilience we had. Now, however, on the flip side, we are legit watching pressure get to somebody. And I say it all the time, being in the Manchester United hot seat as the manager, you are under scrutiny 25-8. You are under the spotlight 25-8. There's certain teams who Manchester United will receive
add a day and an hour.
Yeah, just to show how much you're under scrutiny. Yeah, that's why I did it, because it is 25-8. Yeah, 100%. You never heard 25-8. You never heard that.
Anyway, listen, big up Egal, big up Lewis. Before we let Hamza do his monologue, let me just say quickly on the thing. And speaking of Hamza, by the way, guys, I tweeted this out and I'll post this again. I just posted it in the chat. Guys, we need to get Hamza to 1K. This guy's out here giving you class A entertainment, Spaces, YouTube. When I first told you guys we need to get him to 1K, he was around 800 mark. Now he's at 928. Everyone in the chat, 525 people. It won't even take you away from the video. Hit the link I just posted in the chat and go subscribe to Hamza's channel right now. We need to get him to 1K.
There
before
is
this
no
video
way
ends.
he doesn't get 1K by the end of this
Come on,
video. I'll
man.
be extremely disappointed. That is Chelsea level conversion rate. Rise
Exactly.
that up.
See, he's already 931 right here.
Yeah,
Hamza
don't be
talked
Nicholas
about-
Jackson, guys. Come on.
931. We need to
I'm
get
Hey,
Hey,
Blake,
hey,
I'm
hey,
with
after
Gillingham and
yesterday,
all
I
that.
wouldn't, bro. Actually.
I'm with
Yalla,
Gillingham
everyone
and
go
all
hit that link right now and subscribe to Hamza Talks About. Anyway,
Forgot.
let me just say my opinion on Man United quickly before we let Hamza go, because I know Hamza about to lay the smackdown. First of all, you know, Egal, I know he read out the team, but just to like make sure, because sometimes the video isn't clear, audio is clearer. Dubravka, Livramento, Kraft, Dummett, Lewis Hall, Willock, Matt Target in midfield, Longstaff, Joe Linton left wing, Gordon striker, Matt Ritchie. That's the Newcastle lineup right there. That's the Newcastle lineup that beat Manchester United 3-0 in their own backyard. Now, let me just quickly, because you know, guys, big up Rafa Benitez. I'm talking about facts. I will say my opinion in a second, but sometimes facts is good. Let me give you Ten Hag's record broken this season. Galatasaray first ever win on English soil. Man United first ever time to lose opening two Champions League group games. Man United never conceded 7 goals in the first 2 games until Ten Hag. Man United never conceded 3+ goals in back-to-back Champions League games until Ten Hag. Man United never conceded 3+ goals in back-to-back games at Old Trafford until Ten Hag. Man United hadn't lost the 4 opening games out of the 7 until Ten Hag. Man United haven't had as few as 9 points from 7 since 1989. Man United hadn't conceded 4 goals in a Champions League game in 28 years. Man United hasn't conceded 3+ goals in 3 consecutive games since 1978. Man United has never lost at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium until Ten Hag. Man United hadn't lost the opening 2 away games since 1974. Man United hadn't conceded more than 1 goal in 4 consecutive games since 1979. Man United never conceded 2 goals in the opening 4 minutes until Ten Hag. Man United has never conceded 23 shots at 1 game at Old Trafford until Ten Hag. Brighton has never won twice in a row at Old Trafford until Ten Hag. Manchester United hadn't lost 6 of their first 10 games in all competition since 1986, and they hadn't conceded 18 in the opening 10 since 1967. Ten Hag, record breaker.
I've had enough of this. I'm the only club that can't get my licks in on United. They better pattern up next month.
Yeah, hold that, Lewis. And just to clarify before Hassam carries on.
Let me.
How can you
finish.
back a manager after that, people? That's all I'm gonna say. But go on, carry on.
Yes.
Our
Train
Teta
of thought.
broke me.
So let me just say this. You know, Hamza waffles a lot, but Hamza says something true sometimes. Ten Hag talk too much. You can't walk into this league talking about all eras come to an end. You have to show respect. You have to show a little bit of shame and decorum. Where is your shame? Where is your decorum? Talking about all eras going to come to an end. And now this is what you do. Year 1, Man United. This is where, you know, even me and Flawless have disagreed publicly. He'll probably rebuttal this after Hamza goes as well, when, you know, we give him the floor. This is why I think establishing a style of play is important. Establishing a style of play is important. Won't change the Man City result. It won't change the Liverpool result. Arsenal, fair enough. But against 95% of the team, if you had an established style in which you play your way and your way only, you are beating said teams after a year of said process developing. So for me, the worst part is what he says in the media for me. The fact that he says, I cannot play Ajax football. Brother, you bought all your players are either Dutch or from Ajax. Why are you playing West Brom football? What's going on here? I've never heard of a Dutch West Brom connection my whole life. But that's the football I'm seeing. Big up Tony Pulis. You know, if you know, 10 years ago, some of those boring shit I've ever seen my whole life. Big up Tony, though. He did save one of them teams. I think it was Palace. He gave them a crazy escape. Look with Man United now. It's basically essentially 1 year good, 1 year shit ever since Ferguson. That's essentially what's going on. 1 year crap, next year shit, 1 year crap, next year shit. That's genuinely what's been going on. And for me, big up to you guys giving us the subscriber count for Hamza, 973. Yalla, keep subscribing. 25 away. We need to get Hamza to 1K subscribers. We're gonna give him the monologue now. So, you know, You guys can understand why you need to subscribe to him. Big up to Slim, sends in an empty super chat. Big up to you, Slim. The rest of you guys, I'm going to read out your super chats out in a second. Go on, Hamza. And also, before we go on Hamza. You see, Pratik, let me just speak to all these Spurs fucking nauseating fan base. You know the problem with people like you. You know who the only people who say Sava cooked me? Spurs fans. Sava himself will tell you I cooked him. That was like everyone who was watching that will tell you. I'm not even expecting anyone to, like, everyone knows Habibi. So don't even. Sava cooked me when he left the stream. Come on, bro. Come on, don't even try it. Come on, bro. Come on. You know, and there is a reason why Spurs rep ain't on the show, because you're not an A-list club. Anyway, speaking of A-list, go on, Hamza. Man United, Newcastle. Yes.
Listen, I just think it's embarrassing, man. Flawless. I'm hitting flawless every time, man. And United are just getting dunked every single. This is bad. This is embarrassing now. It's becoming like I feel sorry for United. Like the fact that their best player, guess who was the best player yesterday? Maguire. Maguire had higher ratings than anyone else in that team. The guy they slandered had the best rating at United again. Yeah, Maguire, who's supposed to be the problem at United. Imagine the guy at the beginning of the season, they said Maguire, McTominay are the problem at Man United. But Maguire and McTominay are the solution at United. Can you believe it? 3-0. I never thought United to lose 3-0 to Newcastle. My brother's a Newcastle fan. And he said he couldn't believe it. He said, players, look at the players they've got. Martial. This guy had a Ballon d'Or close. I heard. Is that true, Flawless? He had a Ballon d'Or close.
I heard it's true, yeah.
He's got
a Ballon d'Or close.
I
He's got Ballon d'Or close. Yeah.
That's what I heard when we signed him initially. Yeah.
When they signed him, they put Ballon d'Or close.
Who?
Martial. Anthony Martial.
We didn't do that. His club did that. That's not enough. His club did that.
The fact that they believed this guy was going to get a Ballon d'Or is a joke. Like, literally, they put Ballon d'Or close. And United signed on it. Yeah? This guy, how many times have we heard Martial? Yeah? Martial's going to be the guy. I think he's talented. I think Martial's talented. I believe. If Martial goes to any other club, I believe he would have done well. Because I saw him at Monaco. And I remember him because he played Egal. Do you remember when he played Arsenal? He tormented you.
Did he go on loan somewhere?
No, Martial's never gone on loan. He was at Monaco, then he came directly.
He went to Sevilla. He went to Sevilla last year.
That was it.
He did. He did. And even they refused to buy him. Yo, you're right. They refused to buy him on loan. Sevilla, you're right. But Martial was a good talent. Like, Martial came up at French football when we never heard about Mbappe. He was the next big thing at French football. This guy's career finished. You look at players like, I'm looking at the players that they've had. Dalot. United fans keep praising. One time they're praising Dalot, one time they throw him under the bus. One week they're saying, this week they're saying he's shit, he's crap, he's useless, he has to get out the club. And I'm thinking, oh, hold on. This is a guy you guys were praising a few months ago. Yeah? Some United fans were praising this guy a few months ago. Dalot was a guy. Yeah? Now he's a problem. Yeah? You look at players like Casemiro. People said, this guy's from Real Madrid. Real Madrid. I said it before, yeah, at Real Madrid. I said, yo, I'm not cussing Real Madrid, yeah. But Cruz, when you're playing with Cruz and Modric, yeah, I'm telling you now, you don't need to do much. Because Cruz and Modric are that level above. Yeah. Why would Madrid want to sell him if he's that good? Why would Madrid want to get rid of him?
Hamza, remember Sam, the Madrid fan, who told us they robbed Man United 70 million?
Absolutely. And you know the fact that they thought he was their best player. But I just don't believe I've ever seen a Brazilian that's so uncomfortable on the ball. Yeah? He's so uncomfortable. He's not at ease. You know, when he passed the ball, bro, you should be able to hold the ball, drag back, listen, turn. Bro, Brazil, you played in Brazil, man. People threw the ball at you, man. You know how to beat players as a midfielder. I saw that with Gilberto Silva. Yeah, I saw Brazilian players. This guy, he came at United this season. He was supposed to be the solution. He's a problem. Then another problem, Amrabat. Do you remember you guys when I told you Amrabat was a hype at World Cup? Do you remember I told you guys? Remember I told you guys he was a hype at World Cup because my guy chased Mbappe and made that tackle. Everyone lived in that hype. That tackle that tackle made everyone believe Amrabat was it. I'm telling you now. Amrabat sold people dreams. Yeah. He came to this football club. People told us, yo, he's a solution. Watch when Amrabat signed. Watch when Amrabat and Casemiro. Bro, so Amrabat and Casemiro are there. What's happening? You're getting down to my target in midfield. Casemiro can't do against my target in midfield. You know my target played in midfield. Do you know that?
Yeah, I saw that.
My target played in midfield with long stuff. With long stuff. Yeah, that's a shame. You know, if I'm a footballer, I'm from Real Madrid, I'll never get outplayed my target. Fact. 100%. No, something you're laughing. I swear, I'm putting my hand up, 100%. I swear, I have pride, yeah? I'm not getting outplayed. If I'm from Real Madrid, I will never get outplayed by my target. If I'm a good player. Yeah? That tells me already about Casemiro. Yeah? Then you look at their team. Baby Garnacho was the guy who was supposed to make it. What happened? Then they talked about this Hannibal guy. Do you remember Hannibal? Oh, Hannibal, the name Hannibal is it. Suddenly the Hannibal hype has gone down. Like, yo, what's that? I thought Hannibal was the guy. I thought Hannibal was a new youngster. What's going on? Anthony, £100 million. Anthony, is it 100 million euros?
That's 80 million too much right there.
100 million. Bro, that's a talent idea of Ten Hag. Yeah. Then you look at their players like Mason Mount. Mason Mount, fair enough, he hasn't had game time. I can't come out for Mason Mount a lot, yeah, because he hasn't had game time. But is he the standard of Man United? Yeah. A lot of Man United flawless said, yeah, he's not. But it's just the way they walk past that midfield. It's a joke. Old Trafford was empty yesterday. They always talk about my stadium's empty. I've never seen an empty stadium in my life in a Premier League game or Carling Cup game. Then United yesterday at Newcastle, 90 minutes. Empty stadium. My stadium's never been that empty in my life. Yeah. That's the definition of empty stadium. Yeah. United, I believe, I've always said that. And people laughed at me. I believe United is cursed. I said it so many times. It's cursed. Bro, what do they need? What do they need? Bro, what do they need? It's cursed.
Yo, you can't explain the fall off after Ferguson.
You know what? I'm just letting him go. Come and respond. I'm just logging in. I'm paying attention to what he's saying, people. So carry on. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to all this. Don't worry, man. You know me. I lodge information very well. Go on.
Yeah, it's cursed as a football club. They get Mourinho. They get Van Gaal. Yeah, they get Pogba. They get all these players. They beat Man City to all these signings that they get. They get a guy to play piano. It never works. My guy, they even said when they beat us to Alexis Sanchez, I remember they mocked us. When they beat us Cristiano Ronaldo, I remember when they mocked us. I remember when they beat us to Fred. I remember when they signed the likes of Bundesliga Player of the Year. Yeah, Shinji Kagawa, they destroyed him. Henrik Mkhitaryan, Bundesliga Player of the Year, destroyed him. Yeah, these are not ordinary players because KDB was Bundesliga Player of the Year. I made him to a top talent. But you talk about Shinji Kagawa and Henrik Mkhitaryan, top talents at Dortmund, destroyed. Career, done. How many careers are we going to end? How many careers are you players going to learn not to go to a club? It's cursed, bro. It's cursed. I don't believe there's nothing else. Man United have tried. I know you talk about structure, coaching, this and that. But this is when we call about definition. Money cannot buy you success. You're talking about me, I bought success, fair enough. But how come you can't buy success? You keep talking about structure, but you got the best players. There's nothing. Mourinho's reputation damaged when he left United. This guy threw them under the bus. I'll never forget what they did to Mourinho. They finished Mourinho, one of the greatest managers of all time. They call him shit. He's destroyed our football club. Get out. Negative football. Disgusting. Get out. This is Man United. This is Man United.
We're the biggest club in the world.
Biggest club in the world.
Facts. Don't forget it.
Yeah.
Don't forget it.
That will never happen to Real Madrid. Flawless. That will never happen to Real Madrid. I put money there.
What would never happen to Real? Wait. No. Hold on. What wouldn't happen to Real Madrid?
This will never happen in Real Madrid.
What's this exactly? What do you mean?
The Real Madrid will never fall like this.
Oh, they won't fall this off, but they'll have unsuccessful periods, correct?
Real Madrid will always win.
Oh, is it?
Not
Okay.
for
So
10 years, bro.
Okay. So they went 12. So yeah, of course they went 12 years without the Champions League. But hey, don't let facts get in the way of feelings. Champions League is their be all and end all. But you know what? Like I said, let's not let facts get in the way of your feelings. So carry on.
But league. This will never happen by me.
Hamza, of course, Hamza, they've sacked a manager after winning the league. Do your research, my friend.
After the Champions League, yeah, they
sacked no. They sacked a manager after winning the La Liga. Like I said, but don't let facts get in the way. People. Hamza has so much material and he chooses to go this route. It's crazy. It's Del Bosque. They sacked him after winning the league. Yeah, he won the Liga and they sacked him that summer.
Zidane won the last La Liga as well. The last La Liga.
But
I don't think he got sacked. I don't know if they got sacked. But people just
they left mutual agreement.
All this material, a man chooses to go this route. This is lazy.
Flawless.
This is lazy.
Real Madrid don't lose their heritage at La Liga. They don't get Atletico Bilbao. They don't go and finish ninth. I've never heard Real Madrid finishing ninth.
Flawless. Don't you know? You'll never happen.
Obviously, I'm new in it, so it's kind of like. But even I'm shocked.
Flawless.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll go back to 1987.
Yeah, I'm just shocked by this. All this material to use modern day. A man want to talk about Madrid and Bilbao. Like, all right, cool.
No, but Flawless, I'm just saying that you're not the standards of Madrid. Let's put it aside. Cool. Selling shirts, you are. Selling shirts, take it. Cool. But the standards of Madrid, you're not there. You don't sit on the same table as Madrid, please.
Cool. Neither do you.
You don't sit on the same about Bayern Munich. These guys are always winning.
And neither do you.
They're always number one. Okay. No, I'm starting to sit there. I'm starting to sit there now. Okay. I'm not going down. Flawless. Mark my words, I'm not going down. Mark my words, Flawless, I'm not going down. Okay. I promise you that. I am staying there.
Carry on. My man talking to me. Yo, talk. Carry on. I heard you. Go on.
So when I see your football club,
there's no way Marlo just sent in £2 to ask that question. Marlo, you're absolute fraud.
My gosh.
I just said we need a head size off. You know you ain't about to get that. Look at this Marlo, you nas. What's wrong with you, bro? Talking about who got a bigger head, bro. That's mad. If
I just
said pause.
I just think
definitely pause.
I just think that look, Flawless has to be realistic. He's the most realistic fan probably I've met there for United. He knows the United fan. United's not it anymore. He knows United are done. They're finished. I agree that your era is now an end. Where do you start? Yeah, you're confused. Where do you start? Who do you go and get? You've tried everything. You've tried every player. You've tried every manager. What do you do? Now you're begging for Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Some of your fan base, bro, I'm thinking, have some shame. You're going for a guy who run around for every football club. My guy is stripped for every football club. He went for Chelsea, tried to buy Chelsea.
He's a season ticket holder. Respect Ratcliffe.
Yeah. This guy is the guy now you're begging. Guy. Yeah, no, but Ratcliffe, he comes to Chelsea. He goes and watches Chelsea. This is the guy they've left now. Eric Ten Hag has destroyed himself. I never believed winning Eredivisie will ever get you the standard of sitting there. They probably believed. I told you, Sam. I said Premier League is the hardest league in the world. Yeah, you got the greatest manager in the world here, Pep Guardiola, and Jurgen Klopp is a dangerous manager. The two most dangerous man. And then you come and disrespect them. You say, "Oh, eras come to an end." Are you having a laugh? Are you really having a laugh? Yeah.
You done?
No. I thought you called me.
Oh, but carry on, man.
Flawless.
I just said I lie. That's it. I lie.
Yeah. I just believe that badge ain't that it anymore. I believe. Yeah. I think your era's done completely in football for a long time. I don't know how long. I don't know, bro. I don't know how long. But I guarantee you, I'm saying this statement will be a big statement. Newcastle will win the Premier League before Man United. Fact. Oof. I put my name there. That's Newcastle Football Club will win a league before Manchester United win.
Cool.
That's a fact. And you will remember what I say to you.
We won't. I won't, but we move. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I believe. I just believe United come to realistic days. There's a new era. Look at Lyon getting relegated. Ajax finished. Bro, don't have this heritage about you're going to stay there forever. You have to come down one day. And your era now is coming to an end because you're going to have to restart your project. It doesn't matter what status Ferguson gave you. You have to start again. And I'm loving that I'm living through this generation of seeing United fans going through this mud.
Are
Go
you
on,
done?
Paul. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
done.
flawless. The
All
floor
right.
is yours, brother.
Here we go. Because you said a lot. All this material to use, and you talking about Bilbao and Real Madrid, and this is a prime example. Hamza is social media football in a content creator. People always making things worse than what it is, going over the top, etc. All you have to do is do your history. He said, "Oh, the club's cursed." This is not Manchester United's most unsuccessful period, people. So if we're cursed now for going 10 years without a Premier League, however long without a Champions League, what were we before? If we was doing this back in the 70s, the 80s, early 60s, whenever the case may be, someone like Hamza would be saying the exact same thing. So all this talk about curse is absolute nonsense. We've been relegated before. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? How are we so let's forget all that curse. Another thing you said was in regards to errors. It hasn't been our error for the longest of time. So how can an error come to an end when we've not been successful for over a decade? That makes no sense. But again, people, Hamza ain't going to let facts get in the way of his feelings and him getting off what he wants to get off. Pause. So we move on top of that. So in regards to that, just wanted to get to those two things. And football goes in cycles, people. Because City won't remain on top of the mountain forever. You know why? Because no club does, including Real Madrid, who we mentioned. Real Madrid had a fall off. Bayern Munich, if I checked it, probably had a fall off at some point. Theirs might be half a decade, but they would have had a fall off. Liverpool have had a fall off. Chelsea have. Arsenal have, and it will come to Manchester City. But currently, it is Manchester City's error, no doubt. But eventually, things will go against you. He also mentioned money in regards to money not bringing success. No one with any sense has stated that money buys success. Nobody has ever stated that. You need money to be successful, but other things have to go into it. Hamza again wanted to bypass the structure, like structure isn't important. His football club, for as good as Pep Guardiola is, top class manager, sits at the GOAT manager tables 110%. He has the best possible structure possible. Because if Pep Guardiola came to Manchester United, he would not be successful. Let's call a spade a spade. Would he do better than time? So you think he'd be successful here, yeah?
I think you would.
Is that what you're saying? All right, cool. Yeah, man. Truth. Yeah, see that proof drugs exist, people. But
I think Pep would be successful.
Pep would definitely.
So Pep would win a league at Manchester United Football Club.
Yes.
If he had as much power as Ten Hag,
no. We're talking about with it. Okay, so I completely disagree with that. I completely disagree. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? That we watch Pep struggle in his first season with better players, but we move at Manchester City. But hey, let's not get into that. But I think that's absolutely delusional. That doesn't exclude that Pep and another manager couldn't do better. But Pep needs everything in his power to be successful because we've seen what it's like. When Pep doesn't have everything he wants, we've seen him fail. This is why he failed in Germany, but people just want to overlook that. He failed in Germany. Did he win the Champions League?
He broke
Did he win the Champions League
in Germany.
Did he win the Champions League?
No,
answer the question.
Doesn't mean that he's failed.
Yeah, it does mean he's failed because that's what he was brought in to do. Yeah, it is. And you know what? No, it's not guaranteed. But you know what the crazy part is? The manager before him, and then not the manager after that, but the manager after that, both won quadruples. So how come they could do what the great Pep couldn't? Yeah, they did.
He was
close. Forget close. You do this close thing, innit? I talk about, but yeah, forget who I'm talking to. You think second and third places is good, so we move. But yes, as I was saying, you celebrate that. I don't, but we move. To me, he failed. We can't give him elite status, and then he goes to Bayern Munich and fails, which he did in the Champions.
How many trophies did he win at Bayern Munich?
Again, he missed the Champions League. He failed in Europe.
So
he failed in Europe. Did he fail in Europe, Hamza? Yes or no? Hamza, answer the question. Answer the question. Did he fail in Europe at Bayern Munich? Yes or no?
Champions League, you're not guaranteed.
Did he fail at Europe? It's a yes or no question, Hamza. Why can people never ask her a yes or no question? Did he fail at Europe? Did he fail in Europe?
For his standards, yes. For his standards,
no, forget for his standards. Stop trying to throw caveats and little bullshit in the game in that. Did he? It's a yes or no question. Did he fail at Bayern Munich in Europe?
In Europe,
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
In Europe, it's not a tough question. But we got on that.
Okay,
so
he failed.
All right, fine.
He didn't fail.
So yeah, back to Manchester. So back to Manchester United anyway. So he failed at Bayern Munich, where he has everything in Europe. So he failed in Europe at Bayern Munich, where he has everything he needs. But at Manchester United, he'd be successful. And I flip it on his head. He would never be as successful at Manchester United as he is at Manchester City. But that's how we put it.
Why did Bayern not sack him?
Say that again. That's a whole different thing. What you mean? Yeah, because they what? Because they wanted him to win it.
And say that
I don't think he would be as successful as
okay, so just clarify it. Yeah, he wouldn't win.
He would be successful though.
He'd win a league.
Yes.
3 semis in 3 years.
You man really don't rate the competition. You man really don't rate the competition.
No, but he would win a league though.
I disagree. He'd
You?
win a league at Manchester United. I'd completely disagree with that. That he'd win a league.
Okay,
I'd-
if Pep Guardiola is in Ten Hag's position and he's
perform
selecting players to buy, I think he'd do well. I think he'd win the league 100%. He would.
Yeah, I disagree with that because I don't think he's getting everything he needs. We're not spending 200 million on fullbacks. It's not happening. It's not happening. Look at us. It's not happening, and we know it's not happening. That's why you smiling. Everything he's got, and this is me not taking the credit away. Pep Guardiola sits at the GOAT. He's the elite of the elite. But to say he would, yeah, but would he say that again ago?
It's not you defending Ten Hag either.
Nah, this is not me defending Ten Hag. I'm just pointing out Hamza talking about structure because really he should be talking about the game, but he wanted to start talking about curses when the team's been relegated. Yeah, both. I'm saying both. I'm saying he wouldn't do either.
He won the league at Bayern. He could have won the league.
Yeah.
Or Man United.
Okay, cool. I don't see how those two correlate, but hey, we move. I'd win the league at Bayern Munich, but we move.
Hamza,
one thing, he never comes second twice.
Hamza, you have so much material.
This is what I'm saying. This is horrific. Hamza, you know what I'm saying?
You have so much material from 2022 and 2023. Just use that.
Horrific, but nah, man, want to be extra. But man, want to be extra and start talking about curses like I don't know the history of the football club. Man, are talking about curses.
I'm gonna go through this in a couple hours, in an hour from now.
And we've been relegated. That is the crazy part, people. Manchester United have been relegated before. We have gone 30 plus years with the league. No, because I'm not that old. But the point I'm making is we've been through worse periods, and you want to talk about curses. So
Hamza, did you just ask me who witnessed that?
Yeah,
wasn't that like 60 years ago?
The 60s. So, I know I look good for my age, but I ain't that old. Jesus.
Yeah, not that old though. That's like,
you know what I'm saying. But back to what I was saying anyway in regards to it. Our structure does matter, of course. Should Ten Hag be doing better with the players at his disposal? Yes, he also mentioned Casemiro, which was a point I wanted to get into. Definitely in poor form. Not defending Casemiro for his form. Where I will defend him overall is for his quality. In regards to Hamza mentioning him at Real Madrid, how much do you have to do? Like, that's not one of the best midfield trios we've ever seen. We would never downplay another world-class midfielder being alongside two world-class midfielders. The thing I agree with you actually on is him having to do less on the ball, of course. When you're with two of the best ball-playing midfielders we've ever seen, of course you're doing less on the ball. But he was not signed at Manchester United. We should not be having him provide that role. If Manchester United were ran properly, we would have an elite ball-playing midfielder next to him and let Casemiro do what he did, because we didn't even have one last year. We had someone who's competent in Eriksen in terms of on the ball, and we've seen the best Casemiro we've seen in the structure. So let's just clear that up in regards. And why he left is Casemiro wanted to leave. It's not a question of, Real Madrid let him go. No, Casemiro wanted to leave, and because of the services he had provided at the club, they had let him go. And I didn't interrupt you, so let me land in regards to, I'm just rebuttaling what you're saying because I don't know where you get your information from, but I've seen all this come out, adding on top as well all of the replacements Real Madrid have. You've got your Chouamenis, you've got your Camavingas, etc. So I'm not hearing no Casemiro in terms of quality overall. And that being said, you rate Bruno Fernandes, so here we are. And then want to crash on Casemiro. That's just crazy to me. I'm saying only in 2023 would that be a thing. Someone rates Bruno Fernandes but wants to crash it on Casemiro. Make it make sense, please. I beg. In regards to the game, where else we are? In regards to the game itself, horrific. But that's the way we have been playing. Like, again, Hamza mentioned players. I've been calling out these players for the longest. He mentioned Garnacho, he mentioned Hannibal. Newsflash, people, for anyone who is not of a certain age, any youth prospect that comes through Carrington gets hyped up by our fans. Stop being surprised. Every single one gets hyped up because the Manchester United fan base overrate our academy. Most academies are overrated, I believe, because how many actual academies produce players who are at the top level of said club? So whether it's a Liverpool, whether it's a Chelsea, whether it's an Arsenal, it's few and far between. Because of the class of 92 especially, is vastly overrated. So why Hamza's talking about Garnacho being overrated, hyped up, and Hannibal being hyped up, etc., it's because what the Manchester United fan base does. There'll be one next season. It's happening now with Kobe Mainoo. There'll be one next season and the one after and the one after till the end of time, because that's what we do as a fan base. You mentioned Amrabat as well. That's another guy. We hype up all signings. There isn't a signing that isn't hyped up by Manchester United fans. Anybody we are linked with gets hyped up, in particular where you are, Hamza, on Twitter, in Twitter spaces, where people are at their highest in terms of emotions, in particular after a game. The final whistle's just blown and you're there talking to someone straight away. So you're naturally going to get a more emotional reaction. What are we talking about? So yeah, of course, Garnacho and Hannibal are going to be rated, hyped up. In terms of the game, horrific. I'm saying in terms of the game. And like absolutely horrific. Like, and again, Hamza mentioned something. I was surprised. Why? Do people not watch Manchester United? That is insert team here. We've been performing like that for 3 months. How much more evidence do people need before they go, right, this team's done, this manager's done, and not be shocked? Why are people going to be shocked if we get beat by Fulham on the weekend?
Are you Ten Hag out, by the way?
I'm Ten Hag. I'm get me a DOF. I'm Ten Hag's cooked. That's where I'm at. I want a DOF. Because if we sack Ten Hag, cool. I'm not against that. You know what I'm saying? Just to clarify for people, where I'm at though is I don't want to give these people in charge and this hierarchy more power. I don't want them picking the next guy. I do not want that. I don't trust these people to do anything. I do not trust them to set up a picnic. Never mind pick the next manager of Manchester United Football Club. Get me a DOF, then you sack Ten Hag, and then you let the DOF then have influence in regards to picking his guy, which then can help a playing style, player profile, and selecting players. I'm getting me a DOF. Because I don't think there's any solution. People have asked me that. Why are you not Ten Hag out? But there's no solution. There's no solution currently as constructed. Say that again.
What do you think about your new signing?
I like you. The thing is, that's the one thing that most people disagree with me on. I don't mind the vast majority of the signings he's made. The only ones I have issue with is Anthony and Mount. They're the only two. Onana, I've seen enough, in particular, how he bounced back. Because I'm old enough to have seen goalkeepers come here and absolutely crumble after bad starts. Taibbi and Bosnich, to name a few. Taibbi more so. 2000 people will know about Taibbi from 2000s. I've seen goalkeepers crumble. So the fact he had such a bad start, was confident enough to still do his thing, came out after the Bayern Munich game and said what he said, and he took full responsibility for the defeat. And I was like, all right, you was at fault for the first goal, but not the whole thing. I was like, I like that because you didn't have to do that. So I'm like, oh, and we're seeing it. I have no issues with his forms recently. So yeah, Onana, no issues with Højlund.
He's been bad. He's been poor. He was supposed to change the way that you play.
Again, who are you talking to? Who said that?
No, but that's what we heard.
No. Answer the question, Hamza. You've just made a statement. So when you're
many United fans,
so stop talking to these people because they clearly don't know what they're talking about. If they thought, listen. If you was talking to someone and they said Højlund is changing the way Manchester United play and he was going to be backed up, let me land. Well, that's foolish too. If whoever you're talking to, that he was going to look at our players. Look at their players. No, he's not been successful.
Has he been successful so far?
No, he hasn't.
So how can you call him? So already he's been a flop.
No, he hasn't been a flop. No, I'm not saying
Onana has been. He's conceded.
I'm not saying it's a flop.
Okay. And Onana's made horrors.
I just said that. I just said that.
Yeah. So for you,
what's the point you're making?
You disagree with the signing. I already thought.
Okay, but that's you because you're quick to judge. Have I said Onana's a success? No. Answer no, Hamza. Answer the question because you like to put out a lot of statements and not back it up. Have I said Onana has been a success at Manchester United?
You said that you trust that sign.
No. That's not it. Have I said he's been a success? Yes or no?
No. You didn't say anything.
I didn't say that. So don't put words in my mouth because I don't do that to you. No. So let's clarify. Let's clarify something. Don't put words in my mouth. Yeah. If I don't say something, don't say it to me like I said it. If you're unsure, you're unclear. I said this to you on when we were.
What did you say? Let's clarify what you said about.
Oh yeah, let's clarify. So yeah, clearly people see not paying attention. Man just talking. Man just be talking. You know what I'm saying? Has no idea what I've said. Talking. That's why it's asking me to clarify.
But you said you don't very specific. With the signings.
Yes, that's what I said.
Disagree with the signings.
I said I don't disagree with the signings.
You think Onana should be given time? I don't. Yes. We've already seen what Onana's been.
Okay, that's to you. You only need Hamza. You only need 3 months to judge a player. I need more than 3 months. Mm-hmm. That's what. That's just the difference. I need more than 3 months.
But so far, has he failed or not?
No, he's not failed so far. No, so I like what I've legit. You just did not pay attention to anything I said. I said I liked what I've seen so far, in particular because of his bad start. His response to a bad start because he's made no mistakes since then. He's had a catalogue of errors he made, and in the past 3-4 games, he's been fine. No issues. And still playing his game. Still playing with confidence. Standing up. I'm like, okay. So again, people, prime example, man just be responding without paying any attention.
I might be nitpicking, but do you think you could have dived a bit quicker for the third goal?
These guys.
You could maybe.
No, by the way, you're not nitpicking.
It looked like a bit of a slow dive. It might have been a powerful shot.
No, it was a powerful shot. If someone says that, cool. But
some of them goals he could be saving. Like
I'd see that. That's where we disagree, but that's me. But back to my original point anyway of the signings. Apart from Anthony and Mount, no, I don't have any issues. That doesn't mean, don't jump to conclusions, people in the chat, that all of them have been a success. All of them will work here. I'm just saying, one, either I've seen enough where I go, I like this signing, or give him time. Do I believe Onana will be good? Yes.
That's
What
what
you
I'm saying.
saying?
For you,
What are you
for
saying?
you, then I can just play everyone. You can say give Mason Mount time.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Give Mason
Again,
Mount
because
time.
you're not
Mason
listening.
Mount has had time.
Again, not
Mason
listening
Mount
to what
hasn't
I
had
said.
time
No.
already.
Again, not listening to what I've just said. I legit said the two signings I don't like are Anthony and Mason Mount. How much more clearer do I have to make
Okay,
that?
1 second.
Go
If we go back to your original statement, what you said,
Mhm.
you said like already I like from what Onana, and we need
Yeah.
to give him time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mason Mount. How many games has Mason Mount played?
Enough. Because I watched him at Chelsea as
No,
well.
but how? No, for United.
I don't know the exact amount. Enough. Again, I've seen enough. I was against the Mason Mount signing before we signed him. Because let me clarify for you, Hamza, because I'll go one further. If a player plays in the Premier League, I give him less time. I already have an idea of what he's like because I've watched him. I've watched Mason Mount for the past 3 years. Before he came to Manchester United, I don't rate him. So I'm not going to put him in a Manchester United shirt and all of a sudden rate him when I didn't want him from the jump. And what I've seen in a Manchester United shirt just backs up what I already thought anyway.
No, but
Bang average.
No, but that's being unfair because it depends on the system. Let me give you an example.
Blake, all right, system in it.
Okay. It depends on the system. If I'm a player, and this is one thing about Premier League fans, they have.
What's the system? What's the system?
Let me give you an example.
No. Forget the examples. What's the system? No, Hamza. No. What's the system? What's the system? Hamza, what is What is the system to get the best out of Mason Mount?
The best to get out the best out of Mason Mount.
Look at him stumbling over there. I'm asking you.
No.
We're holding you to your word and you don't like this. No. We're holding you to your word and you don't like this. You said he have to get him in the best system. What is the best system for Mason Mount? No, forget the example. I just want a system. Why can't you just answer a question straight away? Right, there we go. So 8 and 2 6s. Okay, cool. So you think him, Bruno, and because Bruno, you play Bruno, right? Because you think Bruno's top quality. So you're playing Bruno and Mount as 2 8s. Yeah. Okay, so do you think Bruno and Mount? Okay, so do you think? Yeah, we play one striker. So you think Bruno and Mount in the same midfield can work?
I don't think. I'll be honest.
Answer the question. Can Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount? And they say, why can't man answer questions? Answer a simple question. Why can't I answer all your questions? Can Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount play in the same midfield? It's a simple yes or no, in your opinion. We all know the answer, but you can play them. Okay, so with what 6? And who is the 6?
I'll drop Højlund.
Who has the 6?
Who's the 6? I'll put Casemiro.
Okay, so you think a Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount midfield can work? Is the question? Is what you're telling us? Yeah.
I'll put another midfielder.
No. Forget the other midfielder. That works. Yeah.
That's what I'll do. I'll play.
Okay, so what formation are you playing? So what formation are you playing? Answer the question, Hamza. You play what? 4-5-1. So
for United, the way you're conceding goals, I'll play.
Okay, so 4-5-1 is still with the striker, and you said Bruno as an 8 and Mount. No. Forget all that. You said Bruno as an 8, Mount as an 8, Casemiro as a 6. That doesn't change with 4-5-1.
Yeah, I'll play Casemiro.
No. That doesn't change with a 4-5-1. What are we talking about?
Casemiro, Mason Mount,
yeah,
Bruno Fernandes. Okay, yeah? Forget this shuffling guy. What's his name? Anthony fidget spinner. Okay, I'll not play fidget spinner. 100%. I'll play Amrabat also holding. Yeah. Casemiro.
So wait, that makes no sense.
No, 1 second.
4-5-1 with 4 central midfielders.
No, I'm playing.
This ain't FIFA.
I play exactly what Man City used to play. I play Casemiro, Amrabat to sit back. Yeah. I play Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, and a 3.
You said Mason Mount as an 8. Mason Mount's not an 8 in that system. No, Hamza. No. You said no. You said Mason. No. Hold up. You said Mason Mount. No, you said Mason Mount.
Hamza, you mean Bruno on the right, basically?
Yeah. Bruno more of attacking. Yeah.
That's not Mason Mount as an 8. Hold up. In that now you've changed it. It's either 4-5-1 or
no. That's what I called 4-5-1. 4-2-3-1.
So it's a 4-2-3-1. That's not Mason Mount in the 8. There's no 8.
But when they defend, they have to drop man as a 5.
There's no 8. There's no 8. It's 2 6s and a 10.
4,
there's no 8. There's no 8. There's no. There's no 8. Hamza, there's no 8 in a 4-2-3-1. You legit just said Mason Mount's best system is to get the best out of him is a number 8.
To play. He works.
No. Again, you're missing. No. You're missing the point. Where we started this was initially, you said, Hamza, verbatim, the best way to get the best out of Mason Mount is play him as a number 8. You just said 4-2-3-1. There is no 8 in a 4-2-3-1.
No.
Man, just be talking, man. Man, just be talking, man.
No, 1 second. The problem is people play these 6s and 4s, Vieros or 4. Forget these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm playing 4-2-3-1. Flawless.
Cool. There's no 8.
6 and 4s and
there's no 8. You said it. I'm using your words. You said he's an 8.
4-2-3-1. That's the.
You're the only person on planet Earth that does that.
No,
we
I've
lose.
seen that football being played. That's the City played that style.
Okay.
with
No,
that
I'm just
striker Rashford,
clarifying.
and we won the
I'm
games.
just clarifying because you tried to
I'm
catch
just
me out
saying-
and I spun it back on you, and now you don't like it. Now it
No,
don't make no
flawless.
sense.
You didn't spin it back at me.
I did,
When
man.
you
It don't
said
make no
2-6
sense.
No,
Say again.
Your midfield is weak. Your midfield
I know this.
is
Why are
weak.
you telling me stuff that I know? Yes,
what I'm saying.
everyone's in clarifying. What do you mean? That's what you're saying. Like that's I'm
to
arguing
balance
that.
that, you need more.
Yes,
midfield.
again, don't tell
You
me
need
stuff
more
that we all
products.
know. We know that Manchester United are bad. Like, I don't understand the overall point. Let's get back to Mason Mount and what you said. You said Mason Mount is best as an 8, and then
I think
picked a
he's better
formation
than
with no
he's
8.
really-
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So what are we talking about? You just be talking for
Wow,
talking's sake.
Because you're wasting your time playing things like Anthony. This guy's on the wing.
It's all a waste of time. It's all a waste of time.
No,
It's all a waste of time. Yeah. So what are we talking about?
That
With
whole
your
club is
team.
a waste of time.
It's all a waste of time. Like, what are we talking about? But
No,
back to the original
it's-
point.
it's-
Back to the
the reason
original
why
point
the
I was
reason why
making
they
anyway, because I
Everyone
let you
knows.
go. So yeah, we know this. All right, great. But yeah, back to the original point I was making. Yes, I don't have too many issues with the signings. It's just Anthony and Mount. They're the only two. The rest of them I have no issue with. I have no issue with. I would play if I could pick the team I'm picking. Apart from Anthony, the vast majority of his signings, everybody fit in an 11. But this manager's cooked anyway. We're watching him crumble under pressure. We're watching that. Like,
This
that's
is the
just
manager
legit
who-
what it is. Go on.
This is the thing. This is when you look at this, you think this is the manager getting outplayed with Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe.
You get
I would-
outplayed. We get outplayed by everybody.
Eddie Howe.
We
Deeply.
get we get
Hamza,
outplayed
do
by
you not have
everybody.
no shame? Eddie Howe beat your team.
Bro, guy, man, bro, he beat us.
We get Hamza. We get
He
outplayed by
outplayed Man
everybody.
United, man.
We
What
get
we doing
outplayed
here?
by
Don't
every
forget
hey,
my team and them.
again. Hold up. We get outplayed by everybody. What we
That's
talking
a
about?
that's a listen. Before he went at United, we saw him at Ajax playing beautiful football. He's
Cool.
come at United,
Mhm.
went there to get results, no tactics, no style of play.
Mm-hmm.
You all jumped on that bandwagon. It doesn't matter. You want us to
What
come back.
bandwagon? Hold
And
up. We can't just
suddenly,
keep saying
2
anything. Oh,
months
wait.
later,
Hold up. We all jumped on what bandwagon? What's this? You can't.
jumped on
You
the
just can't.
bandwagon that
What bandwagon?
This guy is he's taking you places. He was
He
supposed
did
to be
last
the guy
season.
that
He did last season. He had a very good season last season.
Were you happy with that?
I was over the moon with last season
When
because
did
he
you-
exceeded
okay.
all my expectations.
Flawless.
Yes.
When did you
Yes.
change against him? When did you turn against Ten Hag? When did you turn against Ten Hag?
You know what? To be truthfully honest, the first major red flag, interest in Mason Mount.
So a signing.
Yes. It was the first. Yes, it was Mason Mount. Yes, that was the first major. And the reason why I gave him a bly and I was at bargaining stage of the 5 stages of grief for the longest was because of what he did last season. Because all of the issues we have this season, we had last season. And I watched you solve the problems last season. But this season, because the pressure's getting to you and you're crumbling because that spotlight is very, very bright being in the hot seat at Manchester United Football Club, I'm seeing them watching him crumble. That's just legit what it is. I'm back and Hassan mentioned something in regards to the style of play. I don't the thing is, I've said this before. I wanted him to carry on doing what he did last season. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to improve on that. I wanted you to make that slightly more progressive because there was times we played good football at times. We got results. This is a results-based business. People talking about style of play. Van Gaal had a fire style of play at Manchester United. Absolutely went to Liverpool, bopped Liverpool off the park. But guess what? We didn't score no goals and didn't get results. So this whole thing of a style, before you go, a style being implemented is all well and good, but you also need results. But like I said, I'm one of the very few, unpopular opinion, I don't have an issue with how we approached games last season. I wanted him to improve on that last season, this season, and he refused.
I never said
he
you
went
should
away
have
from
an
that.
issue with it.
No, you didn't say that.
I know what you're
Yeah.
saying. I'm saying last season now becomes pointless. That's the big point.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Big picture. Last season has just been thrown away because he didn't
Yeah.
continue with last season's
That's
football.
what I'm saying. That's my biggest issue.
And didn't buy last season type footballers to
Yeah,
carry on
agreed.
with what he was doing last season. So that's the problem. That's
Agreed.
the issue. That's why I'm
Agreed.
saying if you wanted to play attacking football, come in, play attacking football, establish that foundation first year. So second year you have 7, 8, 9 players who already play that attacking football.
Yeah.
So you don't have to implement.
Man should have just carried
know,
on what he did last
I
season.
want to
man.
ask Flawless.
Yeah, go on, Hamza.
You
Go on,
never
hit me.
saw. So I'm finding a bit suspicious. Yeah.
Go
So
on.
you saw the red flag, him signing Mason Mount rather
Yes.
than the 7-0 beating against Liverpool. I saw that as a red flag.
Okay, that's you.
How can no 1 second? How can
didn't
this is
interrupt.
what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying about your fan base. How can a fan base take
Stop
a
talking to me about my fan
serious-
base.
1 second. How
They're
can
not
a
the
manager?
brightest. No. Stop doing that.
second.
Stop. You keep using the fan base. I am me. Don't talk to me about what my fan base
Oh,
is.
but
Because if
you're
I could find more,
representative
if I
of your
could
fan
find,
base today.
if I could find more City fans, then I could use that against you. I could
No,
easily
but
go
one
and
second.
find City
Flawless,
fans.
you're
tweeting
the
them that.
representative
Don't do
of
that.
Manchester United.
Cool.
Fans.
Yes.
So you're in the hot
Yes.
seat, so you have to be grilled.
Yeah.
You're
That's
the
cool.
spokesman.
Grill me for me.
So 1 second. So we have
Grill
to
me
grill
for
that
me.
up. As soon as
But
I
you
see-
know, Flawless, to be fair to Hamza, that's really not how it works.
I'll
Because
No,
Grill me
people
for
say
me.
shit to me that I didn't say shit. I
That's
didn't
cool.
say
Yes,
that.
I'm rebuttaling that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm
I
not being
didn't
held
say that.
accountable for what this fan base said because we can all.
flawless, flawless.
Go on.
For your imagine deep that I'm playing my rival. Imagine Real Madrid played Barcelona, rivals.
Here he goes again, man.
No, 1 second. No, that's what you compare Man United to Liverpool. You said the rivalry is big. It's one of the biggest in the world.
Yeah, I
So,
just know where you're
Barcelona-
going with this nonsense. That's why.
Barcelona and Real Madrid
I've-
play together,
I
and
know what you're
Real
gonna say.
Madrid gets thumped 7. I
Yeah.
don't see it as a red flag. You never saw you being thumped 7 against your rival. Your big. Have you ever
That's
seen?
fair, by the
have
way.
you
That
ever
game
lost-
was a red flag
have-
still.
no, one
No,
second.
the
Have
reason
you
why
ever-
the game. No,
Have
the
you
reason why.
ever lost? Have you ever lost 7 against Liverpool? Have you ever witnessed
No,
United
of
losing
course
7
not.
against
No,
you?
but the
So,
reason why.
what-
The
Hold on.
reason why it
You
wasn't.
lost
Yeah, go on,
against
carry on.
United against this manager. David Moyes never gave you 7.
I've never
Mourinho
seen us
never
lose
gave you
7 to them, even when they were
LVG
really good and
never
we were
gave you
really
7.
bad.
Yeah,
Ole
because we
Gunnar
were your cup
Solskjaer
final. That's why.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer never gave
There
you
you
7.
are. There you are.
Yeah.
That's
That's
facts.
Class
that's
on
just
facts.
92.
That's just a weak
Facts.
response. That's a weak response.
How's
Yeah.
it a weak response? We are your cup. Are we not your biggest game of the season?
That's weak.
Hmm.
I could argue that growing up when I was like 10, 11, the game that was like the cup final, and I know Lewis will agree with this, is probably Liverpool Chelsea. Those games
Okay,
were
we can all lie. Like I said, talk to any
no,
Liverpool fan.
Those games
You know
were
what I'm
the real
saying?
cup
Talk
finals
to
right there.
Liverpool fans, talk to United fans from the 90s,
That
early
Carabao Cup final
2000s.
took years off
It-
my life.
It was, but the point that
Flawless,
I'm
but
making
why
is
didn't he
played
get
it
rattled
out
with
so
that
much.
7-0?
what I'm talking about
It was,
is
what,
we are
5
their cup
offside
final.
goals?
Just to clarify to what Hassam said, the reason why we didn't clap them is because they always gave us a game. Liverpool was never ever an easy place
No,
to
but
go.
that's Hamza's point.
No,
It
but
was
that's what I
never
don't
an easy place to
understand.
go. We are their
Even
cup
if
final.
we're good and you're bad, it should never be 7-0.
What's up?
No, we
Now,
shouldn't
from
be.
that
We shouldn't
game,
be.
the red flag is the stuff that you guys are criticizing
7-0.
for right now.
No, it
Which
wasn't.
is
Okay, so
how
I'll
you
respond
lost
back to you.
Hear
The
me
reason
out.
why that
Let me
Go on.
explain the
Go on.
point that I'm saying is a red flag.
Go on.
That
Go on.
game right there, when it got to 3-4-0, that's when you have to just pack it in. You know, just
Defend.
stop this, because you even played high line that game, which made no sense. But
Made no
basically,
sense.
essentially, pack it in instead of like going for it more and more and more and more. And these are the things that you guys are criticizing him for right now, which is in-game management. So to be fair, that is a red flag from that.
Okay,
game.
so I'll
In-game
kill this dead as to why it's not a red flag, because I've seen a better manager with a better team get clapped. Not 7, but I've seen us be humiliated. I've seen the 99 treble team go to the bridge and lose 5. What are we talking
But
about?
that's 7
You know what I'm
against the
saying?
biggest rival.
No,
That's
forget
different
you.
to
You
Liverpool.
keep no, Hamza. You keep talking about the biggest rival thing. I'm not talking about that. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth, because you are not paying
But you
attention to
can't
what I'm
compare
saying. You're not paying attention. Yes, I can compare it. The reason why I can compare it is because I see a much better manager with a much better team lose heavily. I've seen Manchester United get embarrassing defeats before. Like I've said before, I'm not into the social media era like you. I'm not into that. It's the be all and end all to you.
No.
And we got pack 7. The thing is, it meant nothing in the end because Liverpool didn't do shit anyway. So in regards to why it wasn't a red flag, is because you can get things
It
horrifically
always
wrong.
means something.
Let me
You
go.
always
Let me
like
go.
to-
Oh, to you again. To you, it
No,
won't
no,
mean
no,
something.
no,
To
no,
me, it's
no.
not.
It's in your
To me,
history
it's
forever.
No,
It's
I
on
get
your
that. That's
Wikipedia
cool.
page.
Again, the history is not to me. Again, now you're not paying attention to the words
Yeah,
that are
it's
coming
on
out
your
of my mouth.
Wikipedia
I
page.
said to me, cool. All right, it's on the Wikipedia page. Cool.
It will always
Whatever
be
the
there.
case may be. I said, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, to me, I am not fussed about it because I've seen worse defeats. I've had more heartbreaking defeats. What happened
Why?
in that game was, yes, I've had more heartbreaking defeats.
Tell me examples.
I've seen us use Champions League semi-finals and finals. What we talking about?
Look,
What we talking about? You think losing 7-0 to Liverpool is worse than losing a Champions League final or a Champions League semi-final?
I will
Champions
say
League
if
quarterfinal.
Chelsea
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
7-0 to
semi-final,
Arsenal,
yes.
I think that would be worse than Moscow.
yeah, that's
That's
worse.
just
worse.
you. To me, again, everyone's different, Lewis. That's
Different
cool.
people,
That's
I hear
it's,
it.
di-
I hear
it's different
Flawless.
strokes for different
I'm
folks.
Flawless.
Go on.
Losing 7-0 is
You're
more
right.
memorable than losing a semi-final.
Imagine
Again,
Arsenal lost to
You
Tottenham
said it
7-0.
there, but you said it there again. More memorable to who? I forget all of our defeats. I am different. I keep I keep saying this. I don't. You see the
You wanna
7
know
0. I
something?
don't remember.
Everyone's
One second,
forgetting
one
that
second.
he's just looking at
That
it.
one,
and
no
then
one's gonna
just-
forget.
One
because
second.
it's in
Manchester
history.
United. One
forgotten
second.
I forgot it.
Manchester United.
We'll
Manchester
keep
United beat
reminding you,
Arsenal
brother.
in the semi-final of the Champions League. Am I wrong?
Say that again.
Say that
Manchester
again?
United beat Arsenal in the semi-final of the Champions League.
Yeah,
Am
yeah.
I wrong?
Okay. Yeah.
You
yeah.
also beat us 8-2. Which
Yeah.
one do they
Yes.
use to stick to beat us with?
Of course
8-2.
it's gonna be the. Of course it's gonna be the 8-2.
100%.
So
I
based
got
on
so much. The
that,
thing is,
based
no,
on
but
that,
that's
based on
that's an
that,
anomaly.
you
All right, so
understand where I'm coming from.
yeah, I get where you're coming from, but I disagree because there's many sticks to beat you lot with. I've been clowning Arsenal longer than some people in the chat been alive. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking
you're
about?
missing
I got
my
so
point.
many guns
My
to
whole
shoot you lot
point,
with.
my whole point is
What are we
people are
talking
going to
about?
remember that one-off
That-
game more than the
That's
Champions League
cool.
semi-final.
Yeah, of course they will. They're not me. I'm not them. I'm pointing out that
It's
I've
just
had
different perspectives, and I just think
Exactly.
people are struggling to
No,
understand.
but you
that.
just choose
what it
to
is.
you just choose to blank it
Yeah,
out of your brain.
100%. Why would I remember something bad? That's dumb.
So you choose to do that, but
Yeah.
acknowledging that the mass media and the rest of
Of
the
course they're
fans,
not.
football fans, everybody, neutrals are going to remember
Of
that
course.
more than
Never
a
disputed
semifinal.
that.
And
Never
because it's
disputed
the
that
biggest
once.
losses.
I
No, but
never-
I felt like
I-
that's where you're going with it.
No, it wasn't. Again, don't have
It's
to.
good
You
that we
don't
got
have
here
to.
at the end.
Yeah, ask me again, Egal. You've worked with me long enough. Anyone's confused on the panel by something I've said, don't presume. Ask me, and I'll
And
explain
speaking
it
of,
further.
of Ask Me, listen,
Go
1
on.
hour, 15 minutes. We have to move on because we have to ask Egal some questions too. And big up everyone for their love and support in the channel, on the chat as well. You guys have been absolutely elite. I'm going to go to the super chats now before we head to Arsenal, where now Egal is going to have to do this with Hamza as well. Before I do that, guys, you guys have heard Hamza speak right now. 14 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see Hamza on 1,000 subscribers right now. Go and subscribe to his channel. Literally 14. 750 of you here. We could get to 1,000 ASAP. So make sure we get to 1,000. Right now, everyone just go click Nketiah away. Exactly. So everyone go click on the link right now. I just posted it again and subscribe to the channel. And also, guys, there's 750 people in here. Prime time entertainment right here. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football as well. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. So anyway, let me go to the super chat. Big up to Steven, says, big up Flawless, big up Sam. The entire United squad is a disgrace. They'll F over Eric Ten Hag. Arsenal, bigger fish to fry, and Chelsea's downfall will be there.
Agreed.
Stephen, you don't need to
What
include
you say
Lewis
fuck
in
me
your stuff.
for?
Hey,
Yeah,
hold
he
that, man,
won.
hold that,
Leave
hold
the
that.
guy alone. We finally saw Lewis smile. Big up to you, Stephen, though. Thank you so much for the super chat. One hiccup, you're playing shit scenes at the start of the season, says Alex. That's probably aimed at Egal because Alex just beefs Egal the whole time. Big up to you, Alex. Big up to Felipe, says Paul Dummett owns City United. I want this trophy. Arsenal, you're next. Big up Lewis. A likable Chelsea fan. That's
Oh,
rare.
big up.
Hussam is a fraud and then Salah the crown. So
He's
how you
good,
say
man.
Hussam fraud and then give Salah the crown?
You are
fraud.
100%.
That's me. That's literally me right there.
Fraud.
Big up to you,
Yeah, yeah.
Felipe. Big up Paul
Facts.
Dummett and Kraft. That was so random as well. Paul Dummett and Kraft. Big up to them. Flawless, how many goals you said Rashford going to score?
Yeah, I have no idea now. You know what I'm saying? He's been awful. More than a Chelsea attacker, though. How
How
about
much
that?
did you predict? Oh, wow. Oh, I'm not even.
Because that's where this
Hey.
is from. That's
Hey,
where this is from.
Big up,
Cole
Alex.
Palmer counts as a forward.
We count in tens.
Yeah, yeah. He can play on the wing. He can play up
How many
front.
goals has he got?
Do anything.
How many goals has he got?
Right now, I think he's got
Two, no?
What, two?
2. I might be wrong.
Flawless, they
Wait,
employ
that's
Jackson.
basically
Everyone's
10
a
in
forward.
Chelsea.
Yeah, but my point is, I'm not hearing from Chelsea fans when it comes to attackers or anything football related. You lot
Listen,
are worse than
everyone's a
us.
forward. Everyone's a
Hey,
forward.
no,
When you employ
keep it to the
Jackson,
attack and it's calm. I think everywhere else.
you
we can
employ
have-
Jackson, everyone's a forward. Liverpool played in the monsoon
I
last
want
night,
to talk
100%.
afterwards.
100%
Yeah,
they
hearing
did.
that.
Respectfully, Beckham should manage the team.
Midfield, though, defense. I'm here. I'm here for it.
Fair.
Stand toe
The
to toe
issue
with
is
anybody.
Garnacho's tiger eyebrows. I think Bex will get him out of it. Then you'll win. Hey, you know what, Lauren? Big up to you. You always on that F Man United hype. We're here for it. You get me? Big up David Beckham. I don't think Beckham. Listen, when you own a football club, I doubt you'd want to manage because owning is like the next level, you know. So I doubt he'd want to manage, but fair enough. Give it gigs till the end of the season. All I want is a style of play and watch entertaining football, pragmatic against poor teams. LVG, Mourinho, and even Solskjaer had a style of play, says Hassan. That's a Man United
Different
fan
strokes
as well.
for different. Yeah, that's different strokes for different folks. I want results. Forget all this style of play thing. Run me results.
Fairs. Big up to Marlo, says, Cook Hamza, this man, the wife. Hamza, Cook. You're such a fraud, Marlo. You're always on this
Big up,
bullshit.
Marlo.
If that's AK in the comments, penthouse settings, that's not the AK. That's not that AK that who you think it is. There's too many AKs, man. That AK is a Chelsea fan. Hamza, that for you and your gaffer's hairline, says Football Gossip. Big up to you. Thank you so much, my guy. Big up to Top Football Club, says United is Real Madrid in England, man. Let's be real. There's a reason why United tie a game and there's mayhem, let alone when they lose. And yes, Pep failed. Yeah, but Top Football Club, I'll be honest with you. I think this reaction comes for 3 clubs in the Premier League. And I'm going to send shots at the 2 brothers on the top row, but it's reality. When Arsenal, Man United, or Liverpool lose game, it's always end of the world. That's the 3 clubs that I have seen extra too much reaction. It is always the case. I saw it. I suffered from it last season. Bro, it was we were crap. It was constant. It was mad. It was just I had 1,000 people, 1,500 people in here on like 8K subs trying to watch me melt down against Brighton. And we did melt down, That's the reality of life, unfortunately. Top Football Club, big up to you. Big up to Honest, who says ELN, the organization which orchestrated the kidnappings, has promised to release Luis Diaz's father in the coming hours. Of course, our thoughts all are with Luis Diaz and his family at this tough time. Big up to you, Luis. I hope his dad is safe. Casemiro is injured again. He will miss next game. Is this true? Is he injured again?
He got taken off because he was injured, I heard.
It was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano after the game that there was reports from the manager directly, I think.
There we go.
Fair. Big up to BIG, who says Hussam at Man United's funeral halftime show. I'm gonna come on and play a 1-minute funeral song by piano while I share a speech. It'll only be 1 minute. Okay, no problem.
No, they should get Alexis Sanchez to do it.
Yeah, we'll be. Imagine I get Sanchez. Hey guys, I'm joined by Alexis Sanchez today, and he's on the piano. How's he still going? Get him some water. Bismillah. Then he says, "Hey Lewis, why does Lewis always look fried? Do you need sleep?" Says Lewis.
I'm ill and I'm high. A little bit.
Facts.
The combination of both.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Facts.
Egal, can you read the first sentence right there?
Wallah, I'm gonna struggle.
Hamza, can you read it?
I can't read it.
I'm sorry, just
Brazilian narrative. You're such a fraud. He said Hamza
the Linkani will be like Hishod. Hamza's without shame. Shame part of
He said he has no shame. He said he has no shame.
Big up to
Did you
you,
say-
Hassan, man. Big up
I
to
was
you.
struggling with the Hishod part.
Hamza's just Google translating Somali, man. He's not Somali, Hamza.
Guys,
Hassan's
Hamza's
not
more
Somali.
than the streets of Rio de Janeiro.
He
You
said,
already know
yeah,
that.
not Hishod. Well,
Big
I
up to
used
you.
Hamza's line against him in Somali. That's funny.
Big up to Ed, who says too much player power at United. What expression has Darren Fletcher got experience as the director of football who gave him the job? Clean house. They got rid of Rany. I can't lie to you.
Agreed. Clean
If
house.
Rany
I agree
stayed
with
as
that.
director of football, that wouldn't have been the worst decision. That's probably been.
And Fletcher's, I don't even know what Fletcher is, but he's not a DOF. But I understand. Like, I agree. Clean house, 100%. I agree.
Give a gigs there. Somali Onana violating Onana Hussam. What is this? Wow, you calling? Hey, you have to get on to Marlo Hamza on these spaces. He's calling you Somali Onana now. That's mad. That's mad.
I thought
big
it was
up
calling you
PLS.
tough.
We have PLS. It says, "Why are you so rattled, flawless?" And then Ed is saying, "Steam is coming out of my TV speakers." Big up to you guys. This is just normal flawless, you guys. Gegenpress settings. Assalamu alaikum Hussam. Alaikum salam. Ranyek's Gegenpress tactic by flawless. How do I say this and then this guy directly next super chat is this? Clear some of the chat don't like Gegenpress by flawless. Fairs. I've always said to beat Hamza, you need to Gegenpress. Can't sit back because then he will score goal. Possession football.
No, I
City.
sit back on that
Same
counter.
thing.
Nah, people,
Yeah.
you know what it is? People, I just don't like people just like, one, just lying on my name, and two, just not answering questions. As bad as Manchester United, I don't duck no questions. How come when I ask questions, man don't want to answer questions? So we're not just gonna bypass it because you don't like the question I'm asking. Because if I duck questions, there'll be a super chats in there saying, "Yo, why is Flawless not answering such and such?" I duck nothing, whether it's here, whether it's my channel or anywhere else you see me. Hamza multiple times during that conversation, one, lied on my name, and two, you know what I'm saying, and two, didn't want to answer questions. Like, did Pep fail in Europe at Bayern Munich? Yes. What's to argue about?
No, me I don't like yes or no answers. I often
I know.
See,
I know you don't like yes or no answers. This is my point when he don't like the question. Because if I ask him if City are going to win the league, he'll say, yeah, he'll answer that yes or no question, won't you?
I'll say it depends.
Hey.
Depends
You'll
if
answer
the
that.
that comes back fit.
You answer that.
Finally, someone said this waffling fraud Hamza away, says Momoyama. Big up to you, Momoyama. And Hamza's piano says Arteta is a Mardigian coach. Is this some sort of piano reference? Flawless. You should know this.
What is it?
Is that a Mardigan? Is that a piano?
What is it? I don't even know what is a Mardigan.
I think I'm gonna Google it now. I'm gonna check.
Yeah,
it.
Google that. I don't even know what that is.
That might be a piano still.
What's a Mardigan?
You're supposed to be the musician, you fraud. I went to you directly.
Yeah,
musician
is a bit much. You know what I'm saying? I'm a MC. That's as far as it goes. Musician is a bit much. Like, don't say all that. You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying, like I'm James Brown or something. Relax.
The best show on YouTube. Subscribe, everyone. I agree with AJ.
You know,
750 people in here, even at this time of the night. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. And guys, let me check up on the professor's channel, because we said we need to get him to 1K before the end of the stream.
Coming to the Premier League, yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming to the Premier League. Gonna get monetized soon. Let's go. He's on 996. We are 4 subscribers away. I'm so proud of you guys. Yalla,
4 of you lot, hurry up, ASAP,
man.
4 of you guys right now, go subscribe. We need
needs to
Hamza
be
on
in
1K.
this
Bro,
show.
I know there's some people out there who have
1K
multiple
tonight.
accounts. There's some people
100%.
out there with multiple accounts. Go subscribe with all your accounts.
Oh,
Big up,
Aye, one sec.
Big up everyone as well who sent in super chats. Big up everyone for the love. So next victim, if you would like, with someone has a lot of explaining to do, but unfortunately on this show that you always speak last when it's your club section.
By the
So
way,
before we
Hamza
go,
just got a 1,000.
Hey,
Hey.
come on! I'm coming to the Champions League.
Let's get
big
it.
up my people, man. Big up my people. Big up to you guys. I knew we were gonna make it possible, and we made it possible. Are you sure, Egal? Because did you go on his channel?
You
Right
see
there.
it right there.
Come on, man! I can't believe
Oh,
it.
it's just loaded for
Pep
me.
Guardiola will be very proud of me, man. Pep Guardiola. will be proud.
Congratulations, Hamza.
Hey, Hamza, congrats, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Congrats.
Thank you, guys.
Very
Thank
happy for you, brother. Look at this. How you cannot do Ten Hag militancy anymore. You cannot. No, you can't. It's just militancy. Over, Habibi. Listen, put your weapons down, surrender. It's over for you, brother. But anyway, listen. I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna move on to Arsenal. Before we go to Hamza, because I know he's gonna speak for give us the Arsenal. People are gonna mention Ljungberg. Big up Hamza, man. Go subscribe to his channel. Yalla. My guy Lewis, your biggest enemy.
I dare Hamza to do one rant without mentioning Bayern Munich and Real Madrid.
Don't worry about
Impossible.
it. Don't worry about it.
Look, I don't hate Arsenal. Listen, you know why I don't hate
The
No.
lies.
Listen, I don't hate Arsenal. Look, every night, look what I'm look, my history. I'm listening to Man United fans cry. Look, Man United fans, Man United fans.
See, juggernauts, man. Not even Manchester City winning. It's us,
Listen,
man. Juggernauts. Look at his playlist, man. All Manchester United. I'm telling you, people, we are gargantuan regardless.
Yo, I
I'm
need to
saying,
see those
regardless.
tears.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
loving those tears.
Regardless.
By the way, Hamza, jokes aside, all the chat is congratulating you right now. Big up to
Thank
you,
you,
man.
guys, man. Really appreciate you, man. No doubt about it, man. Listen, thank you so much, man. Big up every single one of you, man. I've made it in life, man. Now I can decide.
Big up to you, AJ. Marlo's saying as well, big up my brother Hamza, inshallah, more to come. Big up to you, Marlo, man. Like Hamza's elite. Today I went to his channel, he was like at 820. I'm like, there is no way this guy out here on Spaces, on Football YouTube, giving everyone so much effort. You can't even be on 1K, you fucking frauds. Go subscribe to the channel right now. Congratulations, Hamza. Let's get Arteta and Klopp, says Hamza's Piano. Big up to you. Big up to you, my guy, Hamza's Piano. We're going to go to Arteta now. Leave Klopp alone. I won yesterday. Me and Lewis are calm in the top row. So, Lewis, your biggest enemy, your most hated club, Habibi, talk to the people. What is telling me on Arsenal?
All right, so I don't have too much energy for Egal right now. It all depends on how he speaks about the game. But I do remember in the last stream, he brought up one of my old tweets. So I would like to reciprocate the same energy. If you could please share the screen for Sam, I would be very grateful.
Let's go. Where is it? And it's loaded.
Should it be there? We will be fine in November. Just take a look at Arsenal's fixture, and then one game in, we started underestimating the teams, just like Arteta did. And I need to see a lot of energy for Arteta, because this is yet another cup final that's gone down the drain. Yet another cup where he's put a below par lineup in a in a competition where you were probably favourites. No Man City, no Spurs. I guess maybe Liverpool's up there as well, but also one of the favourites. You guys have won one trophy under Arteta in what is, I think, his 5th season. And he goes and puts the most physically challenged midfield I've ever seen. Jorginho, Vieira, Havertz. What did you attempt to win with that?
Physically challenged is crazy. That's mad.
Both Saka and Martinelli benched. Rice at his backyard and he gets benched. Shameless. Shameful. That is ridiculous. And that is probably your easiest opportunity at winning a trophy. And he's just gone and thrown the Carabao Cup again. Either he doesn't rate that competition, which is a really shit mindset, especially with the lack of trophies that he's won, or the guy is just straight naive, because setting up like that against West Ham was asking for a defeat. And if Arteta goes trophyless, there needs to be a lot of questions asked for him for making that decision, and he needs to get a lot of criticism on this stream as well. Now, I'm not going to say too much about the game. Obviously, I was at Stamford Bridge. I didn't catch too much other than the highlights. Zinchenko was shit. Everyone was shit, to be honest. So can't even really single anybody out. But Arteta, I can look at the lineup and I can look straight at you and say, you just threw this cup again. Guys in the chat, shame to Arteta. I want shame in the comments, please. Everybody drop shame in the comments.
I'm shame in the chat.
But also, thank you.
That.
That's another big fish out of the pond, and now I feel slightly more optimistic for the competition now as a whole. Also, I know I'm asking for a lot of things. Let Chelsea win a trophy and Arsenal go trophyless.
Wait, we brothers, relax, big man, relax.
Let Chelsea win a trophy and Arsenal go trophyless. I will big up that Carabao Cup like it's the Champions League and we just freebieted it just to be a shameless bastard. But I know I'm asking for a lot of things, so it's a big if. But yeah, that's all my stuff done. Arteta's a fraud, and we move.
Flawless. Flawless yours. Arsenal Football Club, brother.
Yeah, first and foremost, Lewis, I was going to mention that. The midfield. What? When I seen that trio, I was like, what? Because I was like half doing something before I was setting up for my watch along, and I was like, I seen it was a goal down. Then I seen the midfield. How are you putting that out as a trio? That midfield three has as much athleticism, strength, pace, and power as I do. What is going on? Why would you play Jorginho, Havertz, and Fabio Vieira and expect to go away to West Ham and get a result? I thoroughly get if he wants to slightly rotate because they have Newcastle away. I do hear that. If he wants to slightly rotate, but not to that magnitude. You telling me Rice couldn't have played against West Ham and then played away at Newcastle? Like dropping a Saka right here. I've heard Arsenal fans, not so much Egal, but I've heard Arsenal fans mention about Saka needing a rest, Saka being injured, etc., etc. So that I get. But why not play Rice? Like, what are we doing here? But I think this comes back to their window because their squad, he spent enough for them to have a squad capable enough on paper to go away to West Ham and win in the Carabao Cup. And that midfield's not it. Everyone knows Havertz is an awful signing. There's only one good. There's only one good. I did see. Yeah, the only Havertz is the only positive to the Havertz signing is that he was a worse signing than Mount. I wasn't buying
Lewis myself. Is forever gonna brag
That's
about this Havertz thing.
Bro, I feel like I beat cancer.
Never gonna.
I thought I was gonna have this guy at my club for 5 years. Now he's at my ops.
Honest, to see his face. Just say Havertz.
I've seen it. Facts.
Look at the smile.
Yeah. Look. The only thing I saw was the 3-minute highlights and that fucking Havertz spell comp that was doing the round, and it was fucking hilarious.
That's it. He spent enough. It's not like you're in your first year. Arteta, where you're rotating and it's not your players you're playing and these are the players you want to get on. He spent north of 600 million. I don't know the exact mark, but I know it's 600, 700 million. You should have a second team and a squad capable of going away to West Ham and win. I don't believe they have any injuries in midfield apart from Thomas Partey. So why is that the options? Never mind playing that. Why, if you take Declan Rice and Odegaard out, is it Fabio Vieira, Havertz, and Jorginho? That shouldn't be. I feel like I'm talking about.
Just to let you know,
Partey,
Emil Smith Rowe, Jesus, and Timber are all injured. So it's not just.
Okay, Partey. But I'm talking specifically about midfield. So you said Jesus, Timber, Partey, and who was the other?
Emil Smith Rowe.
Okay, even Rice could have just started.
Even start Rice number 1 and 2, relying on
one of Saka or Martinelli.
When it gets to my turn, I'll speak.
Yeah, but thanks for clarifying. But even relying on Smith Rowe, it's like Manchester United relying on Martial in 2023. What are we doing? And that's not me saying Smith Rowe's a bad player. The reason why I'm talking about Arsenal like this is because we are holding them to the elite standards. Their aim is to go and win Prems and Champs. FA Cup and League Cups, definitely they should be targeting, because Arteta's not in a position to be prioritizing. He's not a Pep, as much as it pays me to admit it. If he prioritizes and plays the team he played against Newcastle and they go out, everyone goes, fair enough. Because you're Premier League and Champions League bound. Arteta is not there yet. And I think this just goes to show in regards to the lack of quality Arsenal have. And do I think Arteta's done a good job? Yes. Do I rate some of the players he signed? Also, yes. Do they play good football? Also, yes. They're one of the better teams in the league. 110%. But they ain't doing nothing with this manager. And I think that just clarifies it in terms of his decision-making. They're not winning. I've said it. They're not winning a major trophy. The only trophies I think they can win are FA Cup and League Cups. So why are you throwing away one of your two best opportunities to win a domestic cup? When did we start? Lewis said it. Shit mentality, if that is indeed the case. Why are you turning your nose up? You're in your longest, Arsenal won their longest trophy drought for a minute now. When's the last time you won a trophy, Egal?
2020.
2020. So we're approaching 4 years. That shouldn't happen at a club like Arsenal. And they spend enough. You don't spend 600 million and be trophyless for 4 years. Go win the Carabao. That's why I celebrated it last season. Because Manchester United shouldn't have been going that long without a trophy. So yeah, man, it just backs up what I think about Arteta. And people want to talk about Spurs and injuries. Hey, if Arsenal get injuries, they in trouble. They get trouble. Like Parties, we already know is injured. Smith Rowe is injured again, I believe, as well.
Not
You're
like
relying on
Spurs,
Judge.
though.
No, it says, here we go. No, when I say it's like Spurs in regards to people talk about it.
I will just say 3-second statement. I promise you. Listen, I'm not doing any Spurs agenda. Everyone here knows we don't even
Hey,
talk about
Spurs agenda is encouraged.
Well, hear me out.
Really.
Flawless on a reel, they go from like Vicario to Forster. They go from like Udogi to Ben Davies. That's bad as fuck. Like,
no, it is.
Arsenal is bad, but Spurs is like bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad. But the point is, the Declan Rice to Havertz is a big drop off for a team that, and I'm here talking about Arsenal winning the Prem and the Champs. Now, if we're talking about Arsenal as a top four, cool. But I know Egal and other Arsenal fans, that's not the aim. The aim just isn't top four. The aim is to challenge, surely, and win, because they should have won the league last year. So it just clarifies they had that Havertz signing stinks. Like I've said it before, I say it, and it will continue to bite them in the ass. If they would, the thing is, the crazy part is, if they would have signed a top quality midfielder to replace Xhaka and get Ivan Toney, that's a Premier League winning side, in my opinion. It's a Premier League winning side.
Up, Jacob.
Big up Jacob,
DMs, bro.
It is big up Jacob.
No, big up Jacob, but he can hold that still.
Nah, big up Jacob, man. Big up Spurs as well.
Yeah, we're coming for you on Monday.
Yeah, you're gonna beat them, you know.
Hamza.
Yeah.
Arsenal, your opportunity. Flawless now because it's not your club. You're gonna enjoy this monologue right here. Go on, Hamza.
Listen, at the end of the day, listen, this football club, they talk about, we threw away Carling Cup to win major trophies. Yeah, there's no such thing. What major trophies have they won? What major trophies have they won, Sam? 0 Champions League in their lifetime, never in their history. Yeah, last time they won the league title. Yeah, as we said, blockbusters used to be alive. Do you remember blockbusters?
Hamza, they're asking for Win the Dog to be rescued. No, that's what they're asking.
Listen. Last time they won the league title was people watching. People used to rent blockbusters. Yeah, tapes, VHS.
Shout out Blockbuster, the real one.
Natty Professors. Remember Natty Professor 2 came out? Flawless. Those are the days.
I remember, man. I used to go Blockbuster all the time.
Yeah,
I
remember to go there. Rent it for a week, weekend, Friday night. Right. Yeah. Listen, I remember there's things like, what's the name? Who's that? Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire was a hit list. Those are the times that Arsenal won the league. So telling me that you sacrifice it for a major trophy is a joke. It's a joke. We have to question this, Sam. If Chelsea win a trophy and Arsenal don't win a trophy, we have to question Arteta. Like, you can't call out Ten Hag is a fraud when this guy's been here for 4 or 5 years, spent 700 million, and he doesn't win any trophy this season. He has to be a fraud. He has to be 100% a fraud. He has to be a fraud, Sam. 700 million, you have to win a major trophy. And the problem, Arsenal fans, they're too arrogant. They use the same statement before. Yeah. When they threw away Carling Cup, they say, oh, we threw away Carling Cup for an FA Cup. When we knocked down the FA Cup, they said, no, we throw away the FA Cup for a bigger trophy. Comes into the league, they were the biggest bottle job in football history. Premier League history, biggest bottle jobs. Yeah, we know they're not going to win Champions League. It's a joke. Well, I'm laughing the fact that you will not win the Champions League. What we doing? You don't win Champions League when you cannot even beat Lons. What we doing here? You cannot even beat. You're sweating like a dog. Beating Sevilla, who are 13. You celebrate as if you won something. They're 13 in La Liga, for goodness sake. Girona beat them in Sevilla 1-0. They never even celebrated. They never even tweeted. Your fan base are retweeting. Oh, wow, outstanding. We won this Sevilla. And then you play West Ham. You can't even conquer London. You can't even conquer London. Forget even the world. You can't even conquer your own city. Your North London boys are running the Premier League now. Tottenham are playing better football than you. You're lucky you played Tottenham. You struggled against Tottenham, who lost Harry Kane, who didn't have Bentancur. You struggled. And then you talked about, oh, wow, we drew against Tottenham.
All right, some teams could never. Some teams could never.
You celebrated a comeback against...
Just so the people see it. What is this? Champions
What
League,
do you mean,
right?
man? Club World Cup, Europa League,
We'll never see that, Egal.
Champions League.
Egal, you'll never see that.
What?
Egal, you'll never carry that. Egal, you'll never carry. Your
Speak up.
Henry will tell you, I've never even had that for Arsenal. He's never got that. He will tell you, Egal, you're wasting your time. Egal, your football club got dunked by, they couldn't even beat the weakest Chelsea side. Weakest Chelsea side in last 20 years. They drew against 10 men Fulham and they could have lost. That's another London team. They drew against Tottenham, a North London team, Hussam, and they went to East London, West Ham. They got dunked on 3-0, 3-1. Let me give you a go. Okay, here you are. Smile. At least you smile. 3-1. There you are.
Odegaard scored, to be fair, Hamza.
There you are. And Odegaard scored. You've thrown away what trophy? What are you going to win this season? What are you going to win? You'll say the league. We heard the same stories before.
Champions League.
Arteta doesn't know anything about winning. This is a problem. Your boys were parading Charity Shield. You cannot tell me you don't value Carling Cup when you paraded a Charity Shield. Yeah? When you got a Charity Shield, you took a photo. Where is that photo again? Let me find that photo.
With the win the dog?
That's all. Hassan, let me... Another
this
one.
fucking dog has gotten abused on social
After
media.
3-1. Look at win after 3-1.
I deserve it.
That's a 3-1.
Show us the one with the trophy.
Fucking yeah.
Show us the one with the trophy.
Look at this Charity Shield. They got dog.
Oh my
These
God.
guys, what a dog.
Win the dog.
These guys are so shameful. They're so
should have put him in the
shameful.
midfield.
Football club. You know why we don't believe your story?
This is the play in the midfield. Wow.
At least Flawless will say, yo, I never saw a cat in my lineup. I never saw a dog in my lineup. We never got an animal. You guys are getting animals
That's an idiot, yo. This
next
guy,
to trophies.
This guy, yo.
What a
Idiot.
shameful football club you are. And then last night,
Florence,
You
it's
lost
funny when
another-
it's not you.
we've already
Florence,
thrown
it's-
one major
fool, yo.
competition. Egal.
This guy.
We've already thrown one major competition. Arteta is a failure. If Chelsea win a trophy, you mean talking about Chelsea. If Chelsea win a trophy this season and Arteta does not win a trophy, should Arteta be sacked?
We
Because
could
you're
finish
laughing at
10th,
Chelsea.
by the way, and I'm going to run that we had a more successful
Because you're
season.
laughing at Chelsea. And I'll tell you what, you will say no because your standard is low. Flawless said, what has Arteta done? Flawless even doesn't look after Arteta. Flawless even said it. He doesn't look. What has Arteta done? What has Arteta after spending 700 million? What, win an FA Cup? What, win an FA Cup? It's the only cup. So at the end of the day, Sam, yeah, they say, oh, Carling Cup doesn't matter. Jurgen Klopp won a Carling Cup. Yeah. Pep Guardiola won a Carling Cup before he won the league. Alex
Hamza.
Ferguson, 1991. No, 1 second. No, 1 second.
I
Alex
need to ask you a
Ferguson-
question. Did you watch
Alex
the game?
Ferguson won a Carling Cup before he went and won the league title. The disrespect of this fan base to great managers like Pep Guardiola, Alex Ferguson, Jurgen Klopp, and Mourinho, who won the Carling Cup before they won the league, is completely. And your football club is small. Have some shame. Don't even. You paraded a Charity Shield. How can you cast a Carling Cup? And you're laughing. You're not embarrassed. The fact that you're nodding your head and you're not embarrassed is a shameful thing. You should look at yourself and say, yo, what a joke. 700 million. I can't even win a bloody trophy now already. November, you already knocked out in a trophy. And then you're coming out looking for excuses. You're failures of a football club. You're not going to win anything
Hamza,
this
you're
season.
just disappointed. Arsenal beat you twice this season.
Huh?
You're just disappointed. Arsenal beat you twice this season.
That is your major. That's
Guess what?
the
Guess
biggest
what?
achievement you've had this season.
West Ham have been able to beat Arsenal more times this season than you. How does that feel?
West Ham have?
West Ham have beaten Arsenal more than you this season. How does that feel?
So it's an achievement to beat us. It's an achievement for your football club to
No.
beat us.
How
That's
does it
what
feel?
I've seen from your football club.
How does
It's
it
basically
feel?
an achievement to beat Man City,
How
but
does
not
it
to win
feel?
cups.
How does it feel that David Moyes and these guys were able to do something your club hasn't been able to do this season?
Bro, Wolves beat
How does it feel
Wolves beat
that
us.
Chelsea were able to get a result against Arsenal and your guys couldn't do that? Hamza, you have some shame. You're talking about all these different things that make no sense. Let's talk
Wolves
about the
beat
game.
us.
1 second.
I
Let's
ain't
talk
even
about
that
the game.
shameless.
1 second. Let's talk
What a
about the game.
shameful
Let's
club.
talk about the game.
Go on,
Let's
Egal.
talk
I want to
about
hear
the
this.
game.
Go on, Egal. Go on.
Let's talk about the game. Who conceded the first goal? Do you know?
Who considered? Don't say it was Ben White, Ben Shite.
Who scored the second
On goal.
goal?
Ben Shite on goal.
Who scored
Ben
the
Shite
second
on
goal?
Ben Shite on goal.
Who scored the second goal?
Bro, what? Why is the guy grilling
I
me
want to
on
know
goal?
if you actually watch the game, so I can at
Oh
least
my
analyze it. You're giving me a
God.
fair analysis of what
Brother, I
happened.
watched the highlights. Even I know who scored. Come on,
Bro,
man.
don't tell him. He's
Bro,
gonna end
I
up
don't
googling
listen,
it. Show me your
listen.
hands.
1 second.
Go like this and tell me
Man
who scored
froze
the
him
second
up,
goal.
you know.
Who should?
Listen, I watch
Who scored
United
the
but
second
because
goal?
we're losing. He doesn't change anything.
Who put your hands up like this and show me who scored the second goal?
Kudus scored. So what? Kudus scored.
Okay,
He
okay.
Googled-
Who
he
scored the
Googled that.
final goal?
He googled that.
Kudus
Nah,
scored.
the
The
chat's
no, I
saying
haven't
it.
got.
The chat.
Okay, who scored the final
Let's
goal?
go.
Chat, bro.
Who
Let's
scored
not
the
talk.
final goal? It took you
One
too
second, let
long,
me show you.
bro. This is what I mean.
Hold on,
Aye,
This is
none
what
of
I
you
mean.
in the chat, by
This is
the
what I
way.
mean.
Don't give it
People in
up.
the chat are helping you. I have
No.
no time for this. Hamza,
Yeah.
do you want me to give my take on the game, or do you want to just cook pointless games? Because at the end of the day, you're cooking something you didn't even watch.
Bowen scored
You
the
have no
last
idea
goal.
what
What
you're
do you want me to
talking about.
explain? Bowen.
1 second.
Bowen scored the last
1
goal.
second.
So what?
1
Go on,
second.
Egal.
You're
I wanna hear
talking
your
about
thoughts on it,
community
Egal.
shields. You're talking about win. You're talking
Bea
about
Bowen.
league trophies for 20 years. What is
Yeah.
the relevance?
No
What is
relevance.
the
Egal,
relevance?
I want to hear.
He lost the
Egal,
goal.
hey Hamza. No,
What
Egal,
is the
I actually want to hear
relevance?
your thoughts on the
You want
game
to know
and the
something?
lineup.
If I give you
Yeah.
guys my honest take,
Yeah, go on.
you'll be quite shocked.
Right.
I agree with majority of your takes. I think we went with we rotated too many players. One, we had some injuries, no excuses. We still have enough players. Why is Odegaard, who was rested the previous game, not playing? Declan Rice on his homecoming, not playing, but then getting subbed in the 57th minute. On top of that,
Odegaard got benched twice.
yeah, he didn't play 2 games in a row. Then
Aye,
you have
good
the
job,
situation
good
where Saka
Honestly, you
deserves
already know
rest.
the vibes, brother.
Saka
Different.
Saka deserves rest, but at the same time, why is it that you have both Saka and Martinelli off? At least keep one of them on, right? Then you go to the midfield. I fully agree with you guys. The midfield was poor. I believe Emil Smith-Rowe was supposed to start, and it was supposed to be Fabio Vieira, Emil Smith-Rowe, or Fabio Vieira, Havertz. At least Emil Smith-Rowe would give them some sort of like attacking threat. I felt like the midfield was not connected, but they didn't even have to go through our midfield. They bypassed our midfield and went directly to our attack. One ball over the top, bypassed the whole midfield. Zinchenko was getting ripped. And Ramsdale, guys, we spoke about Raya last week. Ramsdale, this is why Ramsdale is not the number one keeper. Ramsdale, I would personally, Chelsea comes for a bid for 40 million, have him. That's
So
what it is.
those rumors are
Really and
false.
truly,
They're
that's
fake.
what it is. At this point, Ramsdale, he's probably going to get sold. I don't see him starting for Arsenal in meaningful games. The third one was a deflection. I get that, but at the same time, it doesn't look good on him. The first goal, it's tough to blame him for it, but let's be honest, Raya would have came and grabbed that, even though the first goal should have never stood in the first
No, but
place.
the third one was bad, even with the deflection. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And then the second goal,
was
it was
straight at him.
Zinchenko. Zinchenko got ripped for the second goal. Now, talking about the manager,
Lewis, that's
I
your
get it.
future right there.
I get it. Everyone's
Enjoy
going to
it,
give
brother.
criticism to the
That's
manager.
not my goalkeeper.
1 second.
You do not
Everyone's going to
claim
give
him.
criticism to the manager, and
Todd
deservedly
Bowley
so.
has other opinions.
Fake
Big up.
news.
1 second, guys.
Fake news.
Have some respect. Let me finish.
Yeah, man.
Right?
let him land.
When it comes to Mikel Arteta, I'm not this guy who's going to continuously just back him when he's making blatant mistakes. He's not going strong enough for this competition. His former manager, David Moyes, who he worked under, he knows how serious he takes all cup competitions. He came into this game, made too many rotations, and then immediately tried to fix it after we're 2 goals down. Really and truly, we should have came out of halftime with those changes already. You make those changes 10 minutes after half, 12 minutes after the half starts. Doesn't make sense. So to me, Mikel Arteta acknowledged that he made a mistake by making those substitutions early, and by then the game was done. Once they scored the 3rd goal, he throws the kitchen sink at it. The game's done. We're down 3 goals, and you're throwing everybody on. Like, I personally think he does disrespect the competition. I personally think he has a similar mentality to what Pochettino had at Tottenham, where it's, let's go for the major trophies and basically belittle the side entree trophies like the FA Cup and League Cup. Even though when he first came in, he won a League Cup.
I don't get that mentality either. We're going to carry on again. Yeah, he won an FA Cup. Yeah,
that right there is annoying. I don't want to see. One thing I wanted to see was us to compete on all fronts. We spoke about our squad depth being better. 4 injuries does not mean you don't have squad depth. It just means you do not make the right changes. This is on Mikel Arteta, and on top of Mikel Arteta, a lot of players did not perform. Or I'll give you from top to bottom players that didn't perform. You go to Ramsdale, he didn't show up. Ben White conceded an own goal. Zinchenko was poor. The 2 center halves, I'll give them a break. I thought they were decent. You go to the midfield. I thought all 3 midfielders were quite poor. You go to the attack, Eddie Nketiah, non-existent. Trossard was ineffective. And then Nelson was the only person who actually did anything. So overall, poor performance.
But the thing is, don't get mistaken though.
I am not saying Mr. Fry. I'm not one of those people. I was never one of those people. The only thing I ever said was, now that we've lost, we have to focus on this. We have to bounce back versus Newcastle. You want to know something, guys? I'm worried about Newcastle. I am worried about Newcastle. But they have a lot of injuries. So hopefully we can capitalize on their poor situation also. And you want to know something?
That'll be a big 3 points for you if you do that.
Yeah. That's what we need to go away now to Newcastle and win. And if you guys are going to chat to me about the situation, I hear you. Kai Havertz is a problem now. I agree. But the reason why it's a problem, we haven't figured out where we're going to play him on the pitch to make him best effective. I think, Lewis, I'm going to put my hand up. You were right. You're saying this guy's not good enough to be a midfielder. Right now, he's not showing that he's good enough to be a midfielder in the phase where when he receives the ball. Everything off the ball, he's good. It's just when he receives the ball, he's incapable of holding on to it. And then you can't do that if you're a midfielder.
Wait, did Souček play yesterday?
Yeah.
Souček played.
Okay,
bro, West Ham went with a strong team.
No, exactly why I asked that, Lewis.
We went with a very weak team.
Hey, whoever clipped that up and put that out last time of Back Again podcast, make sure you tag me. Because that did numbers. I could have done with some more followers. Sorry, Egal. Carry on. Just had to.
By the way, I'm just gonna say one more thing. One more thing on this whole thing. To say because Mikel Arteta lost the Carabao Cup game to West Ham that he's never going to be a good manager, or you could say you don't rate him, but you cannot use this as an example of why he's never going to be a good manager. Because I don't think it's an example of why he's never going to be a good manager.
It's not an example, but it's an example of his mentality.
I think Mikel Arteta has enough credit in the bank to say that he's a good manager.
He's a good manager.
And he's a good manager. Yes.
Nobody's disputing
we were
that,
sitting
though.
here. One second. If we're sitting here and we were out of the FA Cup, out of the League Cup, knocked out of the Champions League, and we're not going to win the league, then we can have this discussion about the manager in depth.
No, but no one's saying that about him as a manager.
I feel like you guys are foreshadowing.
Mentality.
One second.
His mentality is very questionable as a manager at the top level.
I agree with you on the mentality part, but maybe what he's saying might be true. Maybe he believed that this team was strong enough to beat West Ham, and they just didn't show up. I personally,
I would question him a lot more then, because that midfield, that team weren't. Yeah. That team weren't. So you needed a lot stronger than that.
Maybe he has more belief in his own players. Maybe he has more belief in his own players than we do. Maybe he disrespected West Ham. Maybe he disrespected the competition. But the reality of the situation is, I am not going to write him off as a manager based off a League Cup loss. I'm not going to write off Arsenal's season. I am not going to write off Arsenal's season based off a League Cup loss. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, this is a black mark. this is
On
one
Arteta.
black mark on the season so far. We need
That's
to
fair.
continue, and we need to see if there's going to be more black marks. Because if there's more, like, if there's more issues where we falter down the road, we can look at this and we can say this was one of the examples. But we cannot go and say this is the first example and jump down and say this is why Arsenal shit. This is why this team's not going to go nowhere. This is the same team that 2 weeks ago beat Manchester City, who Hamza says is the best team in the world.
I told you guys.
I hear you in regards to.
Oh,
it doesn't
Hamza, you
mean
don't want
he's
me
a
to bring
bad
it up. We
manager.
beat you twice. You want me to bring that up again?
It's a big achievement for them.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
It's the best thing. It's the best
Egal,
thing.
Egal,
You want to know why,
Hamza,
Hamza?
with that
Hamza,
one.
you want to know why?
Either
Hamza, you want to know
Messi,
why?
it's
You want to know why?
Basically,
Because
to
in
beat
order to be Premier League champions, you have to play every team twice, and you have to try to beat every team twice. So to beat the champions is one step closer to winning the league.
So one thing, just quick, go Flawless.
Now, I was just gonna say in regards to Arteta, I don't think anyone's doubting him be a good manager. We're just talking about at the elite of the elite.
Yeah, he's not
Like
elite.
if you are competing for Premier League,
But he's never
and
going to be
Champions
elite
Leagues,
until he wins major
gonna be.
trophies.
that's every manager.
Every
I
manager.
agree with you there.
Or
Yeah,
even just
But-
add
but-
some more
but-
trophies to
but
the
what-
table.
Yeah,
He's
but
got
what
one.
we're talking about is
No, but
is
him winning a league cup won't make
But-
him elite,
but-
guys.
No, he
No, but
won't.
it
But
gives
what-
you more achievements. It feels
Yes,
like
like-
Guys, let's be real.
It's about
Let's
winning
be real.
trophies.
Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. Arsenal
keep it
go on
100,
to win the League Cup hypothetically this season. If we did, none of you guys here would be sitting here saying, "Good job, Arteta's an elite manager."
No, we wouldn't be calling
Not
him
an
elite.
elite
No,
manager,
no,
but you
we
won
wouldn't be
a
calling him
trophy.
elite.
That's the whole
No.
point of being in
One-
the competition.
I
Facts.
agree
One,
with
he's
you
won a
there,
trophy, and
but
two,
my point is, we're beating him with a stick that we wouldn't give him credit for.
no, we would
I
no.
wouldn't discredit the League Cup if he won that.
I would
wouldn't
give
do
him credit for it because what it could
I
do
wouldn't do
is
that.
be a catalyst for him to kick on.
Yes,
we've seen
thank you. Thank
many managers. We've seen some of the best managers in this country target that competition, and then
As a
on
start.
from there kick on as a starting block.
Mourinho.
As a
So we're not
start,
saying
yeah.
Mourinho did it. He
Pep-
did it at United. He
Pep-
did it at Chelsea. Pep did it. Alex
Alex-
Ferguson did it with
Alex
the FA
Ferguson
Cup.
did it.
The list goes
I'm
on.
disappointed he threw
The-
away the competition.
Yes, the
I
point
agree
that
with
I'm
you
making
there.
is he
All I'm
shouldn't
saying is
have done
he-
that. That's
he-
what we're saying.
Nobody's sitting here saying Arteta's the best manager in the world. He's an elite manager.
No,
All I'm
because-
saying is for what he's done with the team that was in disarray to get it to where he is, he's
Nah, there
shown
you are.
that
There
he's
you are.
And that's cool.
he's shown
No,
that
no,
he's a
no.
good
But bro,
manager.
no,
And if he
you're
gets to
not
the next
understanding
level
though,
now,
'cause nobody
guys,
is saying
let's
that.
not
Ranieri
confuse-
won the league,
let's
mate.
not confuse
Chat-
my
chat,
point.
calm down,
In
man.
order for
Ranieri
Mikel
won the
to
league
fall
for
to the
Leicester.
next
Guys,
level,
we're
Calm
talking
down,
about
Lewis.
the
One second.
mentality because he's done this
Ranieri won the
numerous
league. Calm
times.
down.
He's thrown the
Lewis.
League Cup away.
this is like-
He's thrown the Europa
That's
League
some shit.
away. He's done it
Lewis,
a lot. That's
Lewis,
why it
we
constantly-
didn't throw the Europa League away. We lost
He-
on penalties. We conceded
still
a
played a
halfway
weak
mark
lineup
goal.
against
I was there at the
Lisbon, didn't you?
game. We tried to win. We put Saliba out there. We put Tomiyasu out there. We had 2 injuries. To say we threw away the Europa League is a false statement.
But
It's-
forget
it's
all that
BS.
again.
Fair
Like
enough,
with the
then.
injuries,
My
because
bad, bro.
let's go. I wanted to get
The
back to
League
something
Cup, you definitely have.
because
You
you
definitely have thrown that
because you
away
mentioned
before.
you mentioned squad
Yeah,
depth.
we
My
threw away the
issue
League Cup.
my conversation with
seeing
We
these
Arsenal.
played a poor
trophies.
team.
The conversation I'm having about Arsenal with squad depth isn't your overall squad depth. I'm talking about midfield depth in particular. There's no way your backup should be Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, Kai Havertz, and Smith Rowe. Something's gone wrong there. With the amount of money you've spent, that should not be the backup central midfielders.
Havertz.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fabio
No
Vieira.
way should it be Jorginho, Havertz, Vieira, Smith Rowe.
He's
They
wasted
shouldn't be the
700
four.
million.
And it's
Okay,
700 million.
acknowledge
what I'm
this,
saying.
okay?
Yeah, go on.
Fabio Vieira is Odegaard's backup.
But he's nowhere
Partey-
near. But he's not good enough.
1 second. Partey,
Mhm.
and Declan Rice and Odegaard are basically everyone says that's our best midfield. Everyone can
Agreed.
agree there, right?
Yes.
You
yes.
go from Odegaard.
Yeah.
You go from Odegaard. The backups for Odegaard are either Smith Rowe or Fabio Vieira. The backups for Declan Rice is either Partey or Jorginho. And then when you go
Wait,
to the left,
wait.
eight,
Hold up. No, he's the starter. So how can they both be
1
starters
second.
and Partey's
Because
the backup for Rice?
Partey is technically not even a starter at this point.
So who's the starter?
So this is from the beginning of the season. We've just been rotating the midfield. I don't think we have a set midfield. What I think I'm
That's
going to
the
go
first
into
one.
that Newcastle game with the midfield. I think we're going to go into the Newcastle game with is going to be Declan Rice, Jorginho, and Odegaard. That's what I think the midfield's going to be.
Yeah. And the
Okay.
point I'm making is the depth is not there in terms of quality.
These
It's
are our
not.
midfielders. We have Odegaard. We have Declan
Odegaard,
Rice.
cool,
We have
yes.
Emos, 1 second.
Those-
we have
yeah.
Partey. Our
Cool.
next 3 would be Emil Smith Rowe, Fabio Vieira, Jorginho. And
that's
then
not
if
it.
you want to, and then if you want to add to the rest of it, you have El Neni and Havertz. So
That's
those
not
are
it.
8 midfielders.
And
Those are
that's
8
not-
midfielders at this
and
moment in time.
And
Big up
five
El
of them,
Neni.
5 of them are below average or worse. That shouldn't be the case.
Who are the ones you were saying below average? Because if you're saying Jorginho's below average, I can't have this conversation.
All right, no, you know what, Jorginho, you right. Jorginho's average. I put Jorginho in the average bracket to decent. But that's it. Let's talk about the rest of them.
You're saying Partey,
No,
Declan
I'm not including
Rice,
Partey.
Odegaard, and
No.
Jorginho are the only decent midfielders we have.
Yes.
You don't
Yes.
rate Fabio Vieira at all.
Not for where
No,
you're
it's
trying to
not.
go
It's
to,
not.
no.
It's
As
not.
You
a
don't rate
part of a
Amos
squad player.
Smith-Rowe, who scored 10
No,
Premier League goals.
not for where
No,
you're trying
that's
to.
a squad depth player, though.
Yeah, not for where you're
Bro,
trying to go
you're
to.
making it seem like you
Portuguese
have to
Calvin
have.
Phillips. Portuguese
Bro,
Calvin Phillips. No difference.
How many people?
Calvin Phillips.
How
Hamza?
many teams in the league? How many teams in the league can go 6-man deep in their midfield?
Go 5. Pause.
Do you get what I'm saying, though?
Go
Forget
5. Go
about
5.
this.
But you can't. No. But that should be the aim, though. Just because people are not doing it
we
doesn't
have
mean it shouldn't be
injuries.
the aim.
We have injuries.
Who's
We have
injured?
injuries to 2 midfielders. We
Who?
bench our 2 best midfielders. And
That's
we
on
went with a
Arteta.
midfield.
Who's
we
the
went with a
injured?
midfield
Who's
that
the
was
injured
4.
midfielders? Who's the injured midfielders? You said 2. Who?
Partey and Emil Smith-Rowe.
Exactly. You shouldn't be relying on Emil Smith-Rowe,
Listen,
in my
bro,
opinion.
The issue
then,
is
brother,
we're getting
then
to a
you-
situation where I'm arguing something I'm not even trying to go into. I am not trying to say that lineup was acceptable to the point where I thought we were going to go.
Again, the lineup wasn't acceptable, but the point I'm making is, and this is what I'm holding Arsenal to the high stuff. So when I say the midfielders are not good enough for where you are trying to go to, no. If you're trying to win a Premier Champions League, Smith-Rowe should not be a squad player. No, he should not be your backup 10. Is the point
Excuse
that
me?
I'm making? He should not be your backup 10. If you're trying to win a Premier League or Champions League, no. Smith-Rowe should
10.
not be your backup 10. No.
You want to know something, bro?
You can aim for better than that.
Guess what? Fabio Vieira and Emil Smith-Rowe are serviceable backups. In
Okay, that's where we
2023,
disagreed.
We're acting like a guy who's 23 years old who scored 10 goals in the league just a couple of years ago is a bad backup. He was a starter for us.
Put the full context to it. A bad backup for where Arsenal are trying to go to.
Yeah.
You want to know
That's the
something?
point I'm making.
You might not be wrong, but at this
I know
moment
I'm not
in time,
wrong. If
one
you're
second.
finishing top 4, cool.
1 second. Hear me out though. Obviously, your team is not going to always be fully fit. Obviously, there's going to be moments where you have to make rotation. I think we have a good enough. I think we have good enough serviceable pieces. The only issue we currently have is that there's times where Mikel Arteta is trying to still experiment and find a way to put Kai Havertz in that midfield.
4 years.
Certain teams it does well. Certain teams it doesn't do well against.
I'm just saying with the amount, but the overall point I'm making is like
I don't know what you're talking. That same midfield outclassed you
with the amount.
I don't know why you're chatting shit.
Before you go, Hamza, with the amount of money that has been spent, the point I'm making is with the amount of money that has been spent, the backup should be better. I'm not saying every player world class,
but of course, if our players are fit, our backups would be better.
Who's missing?
Flawless.
I just named one of our best midfielders in Thomas Partey. And
Partey, I agree with. Partey, I agree with. Smith-Rowe, no. Partey, I think is a starter for you. So
bro,
I don't see him as
if
backup.
you're saying you don't rate Smith-Rowe as a backup, then who the hell? What?
To
what
where
do
you're
you
trying
need
to
as a
go to?
backup?
It's better than Smith-Rowe. That's what you
Bro,
need.
I think you're being unreasonable.
No, I'm not. If you're trying to win, again, add the whole statement.
I think you're being unreasonable
For the Premier League. All right, so
as much
okay,
as
because I guarantee.
As much as I understand Smith-Rowe has injuries, for you to say better than Smith-Rowe, what do you mean by that? Do you mean another 60 million pound player who's brought in who can be a starter?
No, because last time you spent 60 million, you wouldn't have got Kai Havertz. So no, you know what I'm saying.
Thank you.
But the point I'm making is you can do better than you can do better. The aim should be to be better than Smith-Rowe. Again, add the full context. Do I think Smith-Rowe is a bad
once
backup?
again you're comparing us to Man City. This is an unfair comparison.
Is that no? I'm not comparing you to Manchester City. I'm comparing you to Premier League standards.
This is what Man City.
You want to be at the top level, though.
Then don't you? Is the aim not to win the Premier League?
Yep.
So therefore, I'm holding your squad to that standard.
Give me a team that you feel like has a better midfield depth. That's not Man City.
They're the standard bearer. So why does it matter? Who's in your midfield? Who's in Liverpool's midfield?
No one, and that's why no one's getting close to that.
Facts.
Leave me
alone.
Leave me alone.
Who is it? No, I'm asking.
So you're mentioning Liverpool's midfield.
You got McAllister,
Gravenberch,
Szoboszlai.
Thiago.
For example, even though he don't play, Thiago's level. Yes.
Dangerous player.
Yes. Prime example.
Okay,
if
so
Thiago's
you rate Harvey Elliott, you rate Curtis Jones, you rate
No, I don't.
You rate
No,
Bacetic.
I don't. No.
Are they not on the same level
No.
as Emil Smith Rowe?
Yes, and that's why Liverpool will also fall short. Their midfield is not backup's not good enough either. What are we talking about?
Endo.
Yeah, stumped you
This is
there.
why
Weren't
City's
expecting that one.
there.
No, I'm just thinking. 'cause
That's
you're
what I'm talking
clearly-
about.
One
What I'm
second.
saying.
Let me go to the City midfield. So
Big up Sancho
where do you
Lunchbox.
rate? So where do you rate Mateus Nunez, Calvin Phillips?
Calvin Phillips, no. Martinez Nunez, from what I've seen, yes. Martinez Nunez, from what I've seen, quality player.
Good
From what I've
player.
seen, good enough. Good enough, sorry.
He
Good
can
enough.
progress. He can get better.
So you rate Mateus Nunez more than Fabio Vieira?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's where I stand. I rate Fabio Vieira on the
Of
same
course it
level.
is.
my
Yeah, because you're an
God.
Arsenal fan, so I get
Well,
it. Well, go on. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You're
Listen,
Arsenal fan.
I'll give
the-
City.
the
City
problem
have
is-
four very good quality midfielders in Rodri, Bernardo Silva. You go Kevin De Bruyne, and of course they have even guys who can fill in that are attackers that can play in the
Grealish,
midfield.
Foden.
Right? They have a
Exactly.
lot of options. They have a lot of versatile
Yes.
players.
Yes.
We
Grealish,
do too.
Foden.
It's just our players are not rated at the same level because they've not been able to win it, and they're a lot younger. That's just the
That's-
reality of the situation.
I just think they're not good enough. I don't think Fabio
I mean-
Vieira and Havertz are good enough. No, I'm sorry.
Bro,
The thing is-
of
No.
course you're gonna pick on Havertz. Everyone does.
the
How am I
money-
picking? How am I picking on Havertz? You don't think
No,
Havertz
because
is
it's
good enough?
it's an easy argument to win when you point out the worst midfielder.
Oh, you think he's your worst midfielder?
At this point, yes.
Wow.
Big up,
Fucking
El
hell.
Nani.
Now,
And listen,
quickly,
on that
West-
bombshell,
now, quickly, I just want to land one thing.
go on.
Listen,
Jesus
at the end of the day, yeah, live on this stream, Egal called his manager Spanish Pochettino. Said it's same as Pochettino.
I've never said that.
One second.
When did I say that?
He never said that, yo.
Listen,
He
when
never
did I
said
say
it.
that?
At the end of the day-
Spanish
at the end of the day-
Pochettino. What the hell are you talking about?
At the
He
end
never
of the
said
Who
day,
that.
even says that?
one second. You said Pochettino.
What?
Listen, at the end of the day,
Hamza
your
just
manager,
making stuff up, yo. He
Listen.
never said that.
one second, your manager,
Yeah, Hamza,
manager,
there's so much
has-
stuff that I have
listen,
said that you can
your
talk
manager,
about.
I call him, listen, the nickname I've given him is
Oh.
Spanish Brendan Rodgers. He's got an FA Cup and he's got a charity shield. The same thing as Brendan Rodgers that got for Leicester.
At least set up
He
your
came
joke with the
second.
actual real statement.
No, one second.
Yo,
Brendan
man
Rodgers
said,
came
man
second
said
with
a gal
Liverpool.
said something he
Yeah.
blatantly didn't
He's
say.
exactly Spanish Brendan Rodgers. He's a Spanish Brendan
You want to know
Rodgers.
something? That Spanish
Yeah.
Brendan Rodgers
Span-
beat you
Spanish
twice this
Brendan Rodgers,
season.
that's
You
that
can't chat shit.
Fact.
Hamza,
Oh.
that Spanish Brendan Rodgers.
We're not talking.
You shouldn't talk.
Oh, wow.
Hamza, you want to know something? I'll tell you guys this. You guys are going to celebrate when we get knocked out of the Champions League because I don't believe we're going to win the
I'm
Champions
looking
League.
forward to that.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
celebrate that.
You guys are
again.
gonna, you guys
I
are gonna
think that's
celebrate.
dream right
You guys are
there.
gonna
I
celebrate.
think
You
that-
guys are gonna
all the way
celebrate
to
every
home,
time
dude.
Arsenal
Yeah.
lose a game. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to overreact and say my season is finished. I'm not going to overreact and say this team is not good enough to do things.
No. The
Because I
season is
still
not finished
believe-
yet.
I
No,
still
it's not
believe
finished.
we have the bedrock of a really
Brother,
good
nothing
team.
finishes in November. Nothing finishes
Yeah,
in November.
and wallahi,
That's
if there's
it.
certain things can go our way, and we in a couple weeks' time, people could be seeing Arsenal at the top of the league, and all of this conversation would have been, you know what, that was silly.
Yes.
Nah,
that is
I don't
fair.
think because even if you're top of the league, I don't think you win the league.
Hey,
I've said
Okay.
that's your opinion. Well,
Yeah,
all we
Big
can
up
do is
to
prove
the
you wrong.
93% champions.
Nah,
Anyway,
facts. No. Agal, before you go, Agal, you facts.
Yes.
I could be wrong, but that's why we're here giving opinions. Same way last
No,
season.
I agree. That's why I said
Yeah.
it's on my team and my players to prove you wrong. There's nothing I can
Facts.
physically do.
Yeah. Facts.
he can just support his team. Big up to Ozan Kabak. Let me just run through the super chats before we wrap up. And by the way, guys, stick on the stream. It's going to redirect to Sarcasm City TV. Go and watch Flood's stream. He actually moved his show an hour later to what was supposed to be, just so he can be on this A-listers show right here because it's absolutely elite. You know, today,
And it further kills any rumors that me and Hassam have any issues whatsoever. We're cool. Let me just clarify that again, which is
They
crazy.
really think we really do. Big up to Oza says elite show. Sam low key better than the Big Six. I appreciate the compliment, Ozan. Listen, respect to the Big Six. It's
Facts,
up to you
respect to
guys
the
to
Big Six.
decide. At the end of the day, I cannot speak for myself on that.
Give the people
Big up to
what they want.
Big up to Intersurfer says big up congratulations Hamza, but up yours. Andrew, you're just an asshole. Just like
Yeah, he
you're
is.
just
He
an
is.
asshole.
Facts.
Yeah, like
Facts.
He's proper Chelsea.
unnecessary.
Shout out Surfer though. That's my guy, man. Shout out
Big up
Surfer.
Andrew.
Lewis, say
Big up
proper
Andrew
Chelsea.
the asshole.
Oh yeah, proper
Big up
Chelsea.
to
Proper Chelsea.
Alex, who says we got bigger fish to fry. Why always us, Robbie? He's just, I'm gonna be honest with you, Alex. Like, you know what? I was gonna say something actually genuinely crazy, but I'm actually gonna stop myself. Big up to you, Alex. Thank you for the super chat. Hold on. He can say Arsenal fans, but Hamza can't. I think he's calling out Flawless there when Flawless was talking
Hold
about
on.
Arsenal fans.
You can say Arsenal fans, but Hamza. Yeah, but I was clarifying that it wasn't Egal.
Pearce.
It wasn't a shot. I wasn't holding it against. I'm letting him know this is not against you. Come on
Facts.
now, you gotta be better than
Arsenal
that.
are committing animal cruelty. # rescue win. Yeah, Khaled, you know what it is? Hamza has mentioned. Hamza, by the way, has made win the dog more famous than it should be. It's just become a thing now. Man said, at least Flawless can say, I don't have a cat in my midfield. Big up to you, AJ. Hamza cooking eggless waffles. Big up. Big up to you, Hamza's piano.
Waffles.
Big up to Honesty, who says, question for the panel. Maybe it's me, but why do we pick and choose which trophies we want to win? I'm an LFC fan. I want to win everything. I'm greedy as fuck. No, listen, you have to win everything. You know, I agree with you completely. You have to try win everything. The one thing that I've been consistent from day one, I'll undermine is Community Shield. I'm sorry.
You want to know something?
you don't-
It's called copium. Well, it's called copium.
You don't have to win anything to be in the Community Shield. And we're all on this panel old enough to remember when it was shared. It was literally shared. Imagine Arsenal and Spurs have a shared Community Shield. I'm
That's
sorry, I ain't
crazy.
gonna take that shit seriously. That's mad.
That's great.
Big
Yeah,
up
that
to
is
you,
wild.
honestly. But the rest of them is for me all major. Big up to you, honestly. Egal, we've won a trophy this season, the Super Cup. That is also another major trophy. You have won a trophy this season. You also go to the Club World Cup in December. Let's see if you win that. Big up to you, AJ. Hamza cooked and left it on fire for too long, says Badr. I can't lie to you. Hamza, listen, Hamza and Arsenal is a special relationship right there. Big up to Ed, who says Vieira as good as Nunez. Egal is smoking budge, says Ed. Big up to you. Smoking budge blood. Big up to
Nunez got bodied by Arsenal's midfield when he came to the Emirates.
Pearce. Big up to TJ, who says there's still an imposter amongst us. Come on, you
Shout out
guys.
TJ, because that's who I'm on live with. He'll be on the show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to TJ.
Big up TJ. Oh, if
Big up
TJ is on the show, I know it's about to be good because TJ is my guy as well.
Yeah,
And,
man. I wanna get the
by
best.
the way, imposters, 100%. 100% there's an imposter amongst us. That's Tottenham Hotspur. Big up to you,
We shall
TJ.
sort them out. God
Yes, sir. Next week, I'm predicting a Chelsea win. Anyway, big up to TJ, Honesty. Big up to Winter, Badr, Top Football, Gossiper, Andrew. Big up to Ozan, AJ, Lauren. Big up to Hassan. Big up to Hamza's Piano, Felipe, Steven, Momoyama, Alex, Fatur, PLS, Ed, Ilyas, Neil, Mike, and BIG for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure all liking the video. Make sure all subscribing. Before we go around the review panel, they're gonna let you know where you can find them. Make sure you guys stick on the stream. Go over to Sarcasm City TV, spam the chat with "This is Hassan TV" as you like and subscribe. That's all we always do. Hassan TV. So, because it's Flawless, Flawless has to go set up a stream as well and stuff. So, Flawless, my brother, where can people find you? And thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, big up for having me. Much appreciated. Thoroughly enjoyed the show. Shout out to Hassam every time. Family tree, Lewis, you already know. Egal, always good chopping it up with you as well. Big up to Hamza also. Everyone, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe here because this show is A1. But yeah, you can find me at That's Me Flawless right there on Twitter and Instagram. Same at Sarcasm City TV on all socials as well. Obviously, make sure you follow the YouTube channel, Sarcasm City TV, where we're live every day. Not just talking Manchester United, cover the Big Six, rest of the Premier League as well. And go follow the Sarcasm City TV Kick, where we got other sporting content. Obviously, you get Champions League, Premier League watch-alongs over there, but also NBA, NFL, boxing, F1, all over on the Sarcasm City TV Kick. But again, man, big up for having me. I'm literally going to shoot off the live's already started, people. So like Hassam said, it's going to redirect you straight through to the Manchester United Arsenal show with myself. And I know the chat, some of the chat are familiar with TJ Warren. That's who I have on. And yeah, man, big up to Andy MU. Good to see you in the chat. Bless up to you as well.
Great to see Flawless on. He's a G. Yes, sir. And listen, I hope this squashed the room.
I always say harder.
I'm going to mention it on back again. Let me just say this before Flawless. I'm going to mention it on back again. If another frauds think we really we fighting, bro, this is, I explained it on back again. This is Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal. That's just how it goes.
Yeah,
this is regular.
Yes,
you see them hanging out normally after, I'm not gonna go yo, Flawless, fuck you, because you said that about club. No, we don't beef like that. We just cool, but we argue all the time, and it's normal.
My favorite part is when we're doing the Chelsea part of the stream,
And within 5 minutes, you guys are already beefing, and we just ducked the whole thing off.
You're
Hey,
welcome,
at least
Lewis.
we get you smiling. At least we
You're
get you
welcome.
smiling. Big up,
You're
Andy.
welcome. But yeah, I'm
Big
gonna
up
shoot
to
off
you,
to that
bro.
stream. Big up to you, man. Yeah, bless
See
up
you
every
soon, bro.
time. Dave.
Bless up. Egal, my brother, took a beating like a man on the bottom row as well. Where can people find you?
I didn't take a beating. I was just sitting back, letting this guy air fry all his chat. Honestly, the air fryer was on 100 today. Guys, Egal Talks Football. You guys already know what it is. I just did a match preview for the Newcastle game with Kendall on my channel, and I'm gonna actually be doing a big Premier League preview tomorrow. I don't know if Husam's gonna make it, but we'll find out soon. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. Big up.
to
Don't
you.
forget to check out my channel.
What did Hamza say?
Trying to reconnect here, man. I don't know what happened. Trying to reconnect here, man. I don't know what happened.
This Hamza.
Did you ban him?
Hamza, no, here he is. Here he is. Look, Hamza, my brother. What is this?
Well, my internet cut off, man.
How you bottled it
Welcome
like
to the bottom row.
end of the stream? End of the stream, you bottled it. Lewis, my brother, thanks so much for joining us. Top row again. Where can people find you?
Hey, God willing, we're still here next week, but it's good to be back. Good to be back. Carefree Lewis G, we're going to be doing a bunch of Tottenham previews in the build up to the game. Probably going to have a preview of We Are Tottenham TV out some point on Saturday. Keep a lookout for that. Don't think we're streaming tomorrow though, unless something pops up. So yeah, we are Tottenham previews. Might do a little FIFA stream. God forbid I put my fans through that. And yeah, let's beat Tottenham for the greater
Basuma or
good.
Caicedo?
What was that?
Basuma or Caicedo? Quickly.
Oh, Caicedo every day.
Pearce.
Big up Basuma and all that. But
And by the way, guys, just quickly, because Lewis and Egal are here, the show next week, it can't be Monday night unless we stream fucking 3 a.m., which we won't do because Spurs play Chelsea and you know, Lewis is
it's
going
a
to
nightmare getting out of that ground.
Yeah. So it's probably going to be Tuesday, the day after. That's inshallah the plan. So probably you do it an early one on Tuesday because we have, you know, the Champions League games. But anyway, Hamza, my brother, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. You know, congratulations. You deserve it with all the hard work, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where can
You're too humble.
where can people find you?
You can find me Hamza Talks Ball. Yeah, I'm there. And you can find me on Twitter. And guys, just support. I'll try and entertain you guys, man. It's war out there, man. We're trying to fight. We're trying to survive out there, man. Come on, man.
Big up to you, Hamza. Big up to you. Congratulations again. Big up to you in the chat. Stick around. It'll redirect to Sarcasm City TV. Go spam Flawless stream with Hussam TV. Hit the like button, subscribe, and Staffy's live as well. So make sure to go check that out. Love you guys and see you guys later.